Hello, everybody. Welcome to week number 2 of the 5PL, but week number 1 in the Cargill division. Starting off season 5.
We're ready.
Yeah. I seem to have forgotten to upload our matches for today, but I will pull that up here shortly. But we'll just kick this show off with our division revamp. So in this Cargill division, we have the Motor City Mayhem, the Snowmen, Lumberjacks, Maniacs, Average Pros, Avalanche, Bombers, Trash Pandas, the Quebec Rebels, the Misfits, the Eclipse, and the Holy Rollers, and the newly formed Peace Region Rascals. And we have a Rascal on the stream today with Victor Faubert.
Yep, I'm here today. Yeah, it's fun. Get a sneak peek at the teams here for our division, so yeah, it's kind of nice.
It's exciting looking. There's like a couple new logos in there. There's a couple new teams in there. Like, I think a little bit of a revamp. It's going to be cool.
Yeah, it's great. The Rascals logo looks amazing as per usual. Steven at Bradson Promotional doing a great job and bring up. And then the Avalanche with the revamp logo. They had it all done last year, but they didn't want to switch in the middle of the season. So they got a fresh look for the start of this season.
Yeah, it looks good. I do like it.
We could take a quick look at the Schwartz division. Obviously, it's the remainder of the teams, but we got the Carnage, the Pinslayers, the Roses, the Venom, the Storm Strikers, Caribou Thunder, Pinsanity, Crushers, Rock and Rollers, Kingpins, Next Gen, Revengers, and Dakota Dynamite. So obviously, 3 of the 4 seasons winners are in the Schwartz division. The Bombers are in their own division with Cargill. So Schwartz is looking a little tough this year, as the public has been saying. But obviously, as we know, there's 26 strong teams. So
yeah, I was going to say, I don't think it really matters which division you're in. I think both divisions are a grind regardless. I think when you look at last season's results, the Schwartz division kind of is looking a little heavy. But both divisions have such an amazing talent pool from across the country that it really doesn't matter which division you're in. You have to show up and perform every week.
Yeah.
There's no gimme days, no matter what.
No.
That's always the key with the 5.
You only get 12 matches, and it's against the best players across Canada. So it's
you
rough.
Better show up.
Yeah. And with that being said, our first week of the 5PL was the Schwartz division. Next Gen is in the early lead with 12 points, Carnage with 7, and the Revengers with 5. But nobody is running away with anything early in the season. So,
and those were a couple close matches. Like the Next Gen matches, their first game came down to the very last couple bowlers in 10. Their second match, I think, was a little bit more of a spread in the points, but we already saw a really, really good week 1.
Yeah, for sure. All right. With that being said, let's jump into today's matches. So our first matchup is the Bombers versus the Lumberjacks. And as I say that, Sylvain disappears out of the screen. Daryl, welcome to the show. Bombers with their 5th season in the 5PL. How are things looking for the Bombers this season, Daryl?
Yeah, I think we're looking forward to get going. Obviously, schedule very front-loaded early in the season. Took a little hit with that, little public shaming on not many availability dates, but we've got broad shoulders and we can handle it. But you know what? Last year was the other way around. It was most of our games were at the back half, so we're looking forward to a little bit of change. We didn't make the playoffs last year, so ultimately we got to. That's our goal: make the playoffs. So a lot of games, a lot of great teams to get through, and today's week 1, so might as well get things started off with game 1, week 1, right? Let's go. We're happy to be here.
You bet. And here we go. We got Matt Baker, the newest Lumberjack. How's it going?
It's pretty good. It's my first time participating in something like this. Kind of out of the blue when they asked me to be a part of the team last year. It was like in June. I guess they were having a meeting, end of the year meeting, and they asked me. So said sure. Got weekends off now, and always looked like a very entertaining format on TV. You guys do a great job with the coverage. So yeah, I was looking forward forward to be a part of it.
Well, thank you very much, Matt. How is the team that you just joined? How are the Lumberjacks feeling going into week 1, game 1?
I mean, first time we're getting together is today, so we're all just ready to get the season started, and hopefully we can get it off to a good start.
For sure. With that all being said, Daryl, you are the visiting team. What's your lineup looking at for game 1?
Yeah, a little bit of a tweak from previous years, but it's also some synergies and the same thing. So first, we're going to start lead off with Sean Heller. Second, we'll go with Mark Johnstone. Third, we'll go Stephen Jones, new acquisitions to the team. Happy to have him. Fourth, we'll go Brett Mapstone. And then fifth, we'll go with Heidi Mapstone. And then on the bench to start with will be the new addition as well, Kristen Heller. Happy to have her join the team. Again, lots of experience, national level experience. So knows her role. Everybody's ready to go. And we're missing 2 players today. So it'll be the 6 of us giving her a go.
Amazing. And Matt, for the Lumberjacks.
All right, we're going to be starting off with Isabel. Then we're going to go down to Fred, then myself, and then in 4th spot, the other Matt Wallace. And on the anchor role, we're going to have Sly.
Amazing. And anybody on the bench for you today in this first game?
Yeah, Matt Leonard and Chantel Sear.
Perfect. All right. Well, we'll get this match started. It's already 8 minutes after. Best of luck. And remember, after the 5th frame, we have a quick commercial break, and then we'll watch the rest of your match. Good luck.
Good luck,
All
guys.
All right, thanks.
Good luck. Have a good one.
Good luck.
Alrighty, here we go.
Getting those
Cargill's
last few
first
shots
match.
in.
Yeah. They never know how that opening sequence, how long it's going to take.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, so
Yeah, you either stand there and wait or you throw as many balls as you can in between, right?
yeah, exactly.
Depends on how the rest of practice went.
That's true. Yeah.
Sometimes you need every last second.
Yeah, so pretty strong teams, obviously, as you mentioned, no matter what, you've got a couple acquisitions on both sides, so different luck for each team, so it's kind of cool.
Yeah. It'll be nice to see some new faces joining the league, and nothing like starting off week 1 of your division, getting thrown in. I know Stephen Jones, he plays in our Thursday night league. He's very excited about joining the Bombers out of Sherwood Bowl. He has been a big fan of the league and of teams in the league for quite a while now. So I'm sure we'll see great things out of him. He just loves bowling. And Sean just starting it off. Both of them starting it off right off the bat.
It's the way it was meant to be drawn up. Obviously, we'll go quickly over the rosters here once I finish my duties that I missed out on.
Do you want me to pull up the rosters and we can go over those while we're in the first frame here?
You bet.
All right. So, Victor, do you want to read off the Bombers roster?
I can do that. So we've got Mark Johnstone, Steve Cummings, Heidi Mapstone, Sean Heller, Adam Kemp, Brett Mapstone, Stephen Jones, Kristen Heller, team manager Daryl Bradley, and they are bowling out of Sherwood Bowl in Sherwood Park.
So obviously they have Steve Cummings and Adam Kemp not here today. So they just have that one pull eligible on their bench. And then over on the Lumberjacks side, we have Sly Bercier, Matt Leonard, Fred Martin, Matt Wallace, Isabelle Saunier, Chantel Sear, Matt Baker, with team manager Max Lafreniere, and they're bowling out of Sal de Key. Is that what it is?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, look at me go.
Sound to keep it ready. Yeah.
That's the one.
A little French lesson from our French teacher.
New to be French teacher. Haven't started yet.
Started that yet? Yeah.
No, next week. So.
Nice.
All right. Bombers haven't missed the middle yet. Steven with a little bit of a slip up on that spare shot. Probably a little bit of those first week nerves, maybe. And then Brett, the veteran on the team from last year, who missed as well. So He can't put it up to first ball nerves.
I just want to point out while we were going over that rosters, Matt Baker just spared a split.
Oh.
I believe it was an 8 split. I am going to go back and review the footage, but
Will we be able to see it?
I think it was on film. We were kind of chit-chatting. And
All right.
Tough head
Definitely a little bit of a different
Heidi.
lineup for the Bombers this year, or for game one anyway. They typically we see Mark Johnstone down at the bottom of that lineup. He played anchor for them quite a bit of last season. We saw Brett Mapstone a little bit at the bottom last season as well. Near the end of the season, it looked like they were kind of trying to find their stride of who was going to be that solid bottom part of the lineup to bring games home, as they were fallen just a little bit short in the 10th frame. So this is a different look, but Heidi has so much experience down at the bottom of the lineup, playing on open teams and masters teams. One of Alberta's newest inductions to the Hall of Fame. So congratulations to her. But I think that's definitely a really smart choice, putting her down at the bottom. She's very comfortable down there. And hopefully that can bring a little bit different dynamic in their lineup.
And she's one who typically doesn't struggle for very long. She usually just makes the adjustment that needs to be made. And away she goes. So.
Yeah. Typically, if we do see her struggle, it's a little bit more of just head pins than anything.
Yeah.
She's not going to miss the middle a ton. She's going to put the ball where it needs to go.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, and speaking of head pins, Sean with his there, Heidi having her own as well with a heavy chop there. So see how that continues to play out. Looks like it didn't score it though.
Really good frame for the Lumberjacks coming out. All 5 of them had a mark on the board. Even more impressive if one of them was a split, because that's not typically one you're going to have converted.
yeah, unfortunately, it wasn't on film. We did have the roster up, but I did see the split shot by Matt Baker when we were transitioning, and he obviously spared it. So
amazing. Oh, and Johnny gets a push out on his corner to avoid having to make the split shot.
What's the Lumberjacks score camera? I know they have a score correction going on, so hopefully their scoreboard will pop up once that correction is made. As I believe Isabel had the split her first shot.
The 2-pin did not go down?
Not on Isabel's, no.
Oh, okay.
Johnny with a good spare on his chop spare there. So always good to see that that's one that is going early.
Oh, and see, we had the rosters up for a reason. We got to see Steven's first ball as a Bomber be a strike on camera. Because
That's right.
other first ball was not a strike. You're welcome, Steven.
Yeah. Easy good shot there from Brett as well. Strike.
Oh, the 2-pin did fall for Isabel. We're good.
Yeah, I thought it was a heavy chop, and their score back up, so
yeah, they accidentally had their lanes alternating. It's the first week of Pro League. I get it.
That happens.
So unfortunately, the Bombers had a great frame, so they'll have to sit back and watch them play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely the comeback you need at the bottom of that lineup after 2 missed spares and a head pin, for all 3 of them to throw a strike and get things going. Kind of settles the nerves a little bit too. Gets them feeling a little bit more comfortable.
Yeah, it's the right momentum that you want to play. Even if you have to go and sit and wait, it's much easier knowing that you've thrown a good shot. So it's a lot easier to come back from.
Way easier to sit on some strikes than to sit on a bunch of just random frames.
Yeah, bunch of nothings. Yeah.
And they'll have to fix Isabel's chop there. There we go.
All right.
Yes, obviously with the Bombers, lineup changes that they had made in the offseason. Bonnie Olsen moving up to Peace River, joining the Peace River Rascal or the Peace Country Rascals pile. Like, I can't even do it right. It's my own team. Joining that after her move. So, Kristen coming in to fill that additional lady spot that became vacant there. And Stephen Jones also the pickup there on their team. So, filling it out with experience is always good. A few more kids possibly running around the bowling center too, with both Hellers there now, both Sean and Kristen with possibly the kids. So could be fun. And then Mason's obviously most likely there with work. So
get a little bit of a cheer squad going.
Yeah, a little bit of a happy atmosphere, that's for sure.
Well, we just are getting the scores fixed here at Perry. We have our layout for the rest of today. We have the Lumberjacks playing back-to-back, facing the Eclipse. Then the Minto Maniacs coming in and playing the Bombers. And then they'll play the Eclipse after that. The Eclipse with some roster changes too, so it'll be exciting to go over that with them.
And we also saw a Minto Maniac pickup in the offseason. That was announced on Facebook. It's been so fun watching as like the season is starting to gear up. All of the teams dropping new players, dropping rosters, dropping just kind of all these things leading up to the season to get everybody going. But it's fun to watch how everything unfolds.
Yes, exactly.
All right. Here. Like still just a little bit of technical things going on out there in Quebec.
I'm not sure.
Are we?
They're working on scores here. We'll let them do their thing. I know the Bombers are just sitting, hopefully waiting in the wings here. Chit chat, staying loose.
Maybe moving lanes. I saw some balls come off the rack, but maybe not.
I think that Matt's just on the bench. Maybe he was just pulling his bowling balls off.
While we sit and wait for them,
it's going to be a good game for everybody else.
Yeah. While we sit and wait for them to kind of get everything going there, going over that Lumberjacks lineup. So Matt Baker being added to that roster just strengthens an already strong team. I know the Lumberjacks are kind of one of those teams that in previous seasons almost underperformed to people's expectations, I think. I know when they first joined the league, I was like, this is my team. I'm like Lumberjacks. If I have to pick a team other than my own. And then that first season, I was kind of like, okay, it's a little bit of a slow build, but such a strong team. And even when they're going over their lineup for today and who's sitting on the bench, you have Chantel Sear and Matt Leonard sitting on the bench. If those are your bench players, you're in a pretty good position. Like, that's a strong team.
Yeah, and that's something that, that depth that can come from anywhere in that lineup is so nice when you can know that, okay, somebody throws maybe 2 bad balls, let's make the switch. Like, let's not wait, right?
100%. And it doesn't really matter what position they're in. Like, you could put either one of those players in anchor. You could put them in leadoff. You could put them anywhere.
Yeah, and they'll go, right? And that's what's nice about this format is even if you need to do a double pull, that double pull is available for you as long as you got the people there. So,
yeah, I guess that's one thing we could kind of talk about too. With it being first week, maybe we have some people who haven't been typical 5PL watchers in the past. So it is a 5-player team match play format, similar point system to the Open and Masters. Each individual match is worth 1. At the team totals worth 3. So that's really the big point maker for your team. But the thing that makes this format different is that you have the option of having the double pull. So 2 players sitting on your bench when available, and you can make that pull at any time. And what makes it kind of fun too that we've been seeing is that you can pull twice in the same spot. And we have had quite a few matches in the last couple seasons where that double pull has happened in the same roster spot.
Yeah, and it's always good to see kind of the mentality that goes through on the managers, that they have to think about when potentially you have a couple of struggles, but you're looking for those points is what you're really doing. Always, total is always the kicker. That's always what you want to get. So what's going to be the best bang for your buck? But yeah, one of the main things that I do love about this league as well is that the format forces you to always have a female in the lineup.
Yes.
So that's why a lot of the teams carry two to three females is typically what most of the teams carry. And you know what? Sometimes when you look at the scores, putting them up on the board, they can throw some of the best games out there, and they can be some of the most consistent out there as well. And it's fun to watch them go up against the guys and just absolutely destroy them sometimes. So
sometimes it is fun to go up against the guys.
It's fun to watch.
Speaking from experience.
Yeah.
It's definitely like for me, because typically I play Masters or the Open, and generally speaking, it's on a ladies team. Like I played on the one mixed team, but it's fun because we typically, the ladies, you know, we have a lot of ladies, but typically on those open teams and stuff, it's a lot of the time the same women. So it's nice to play in a league like this where you get to go up against different women, but then also have a chance to go up against men who I would never normally have an opportunity to go up against. So it's a different kind of mindset and atmosphere, but like it's cool.
Yeah. Like I said, it's always fun to watch, and it just brings a new dynamic to it. And typically you only see males versus females on mixed teams, but at the caliber of play, it's not always the mixed teams players that are here. Oftentimes it can be, but a lot of the ladies are usually singles players, so they play on masters teams or on ladies teams for the opens. Just because they traditionally have the higher consistency that is needed for something like this.
All right, we're back.
Yeah, we're getting back on track here. So we'll see how the teams dig deep and keep their composure, because obviously the break happened to both. The Bombers got a little bit of a sit, but the Lumberjacks got to deal with the technical difficulties. So we're going to see how they hold their composure here.
Yeah, Fred didn't seem too affected by that. Came up through a great shot from him. See how the new blood works.
Yeah.
Had been deuce.
7 instead of the split this time.
Different split. See how it goes for him this time.
See if we can spare this one.
Yeah. Change the angle just a little bit and see if you can get it there. Too thin.
Yeah.
Definitely was going to need to make an adjustment for next frame, though. 2 really heavy hits in a row to get that split and then the 7 count. So hopefully we'll see a little bit of an adjustment next frame and something on the side of the middle.
Yeah, it could be just a simple angle change. Could make a big difference, or it's a little bit of a finish. Could be something simple like that sometimes, and away you go. You're off and running. So. Mr. Walls gets to take his second frame here. A little heavy, but gets it all to go.
The newest perfect game recipient, right?
That is right. Yes. Yeah. Early this year is where he.
At their first Masters event, right? I'm pretty sure.
Always a nice feel if you can do it there.
All right, so we had Sly up on the lane. Amazing.
From there.
Exactly the kind of shot you would expect.
So just a quick 10-minute delay.
This is the joys of live bowling, guys. Sometimes things stall a little bit.
Yeah, I'll see how the Bombers could come back here. It's usually the first one usually has the struggle, is what I've always found in the delay. If you're in leadoff, it's like, okay, got to loosen up a bit. But
there we go.
Great shot there from Sean. And then this
Corner
there,
pins
spin and
early
ready to
issue
go.
for both teams.
Mark left side of the head pin works.
So that little break is not slowing the Bombers down.
They just kind of keep on throwing, which is what you kind of expect. So
Yeah.
that's what you want to do in this league.
Oh, and a late fall corner.
And if we have some comments from some people about maybe seeing some players in different named jerseys, unfortunately, Canada Post went on strike. I'm sure a few of our bowlers work for Canada Post, and yeah, that's where our supplier sends their jerseys through. So we may be stuck on trucks, unfortunately. I know the Rascals are hoping to get that figured out here soon.
Yeah,
had a
I
little
really
bit-
want to see our shirts.
A little bit of a balk from Fred.
Yeah.
Reset and then through the corner.
Yeah. Makes you wonder what would have happened if you threw the first one anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So I know there's a few in the league that can do that reset while in motion.
Yeah.
Amazing frame from the Bombers.
And the
there.
Bombers with a perfect frame. Coach Daryl looks happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, smile on his face down
Big
there.
smile on his face as he turns away from the lane.
It's always good when the manager is smiling. That's when you know you're doing all right.
Yeah.
All right, so Lumberjacks, a couple corner issues at the start of frame 3 here. Oh, Matt is just heavy on middle.
I would imagine we're going to start to see
Yeah.
yeah.
The
He is,
hook, the
especially
hook
on-
is
especially on someone's first week out and they're trying to just get used to the format, get used to everything going. But when you have three heavy hits in a row where only one of them was a spare, you're going up against a double right now. That deficit is already starting. And as much as a team wants to see their new players kind of get their feet wet and get used to the format, you still only have 12 games in the season and every point is going to be really crucial. So I would say we probably see him throw one more ball. And if it is not on the side of the middle,
yeah.
I would say we would probably start to see that first pull happening.
Yeah, I would think they'd be looking at a couple spots for sure to make
Yeah.
those pulls. You don't want to fall too far behind early in the match, but
there's a couple of spots right now where, that could be coming into play. Up at the top, Isabel has those two opens in a row going up against Sean, who had that head pin in the middle. So pinfalls right now, not drastically different, which is a good place to be after having two opens in a row. But you really want to capitalize on having that double pull early and not wait too long.
Good cleanup there from Matt Wallace there to get his sticks, but yeah, those missed spares are gonna start coming back here to haunt them a little bit. Is always the fear, especially against all those doubles at the bottom on the side of the Bombers. See if Sly can kind of right the ship here a little bit, get things back on track.
And he does.
Yeah, it does.
So some matching doubles at the bottom for our anchor players. See what they can do in 4, but this could be an interesting frame for the Lumberjacks. Will she get that corner to go? Oh, there was lots of things bouncing around, but just didn't get enough of it.
Sean gets himself a double. So just grabs a bit of a lead there.
Oh, and an
Good spare
easy
there.
pickup by Isabel.
Kind of needed that one to kind of keep things close. make sure things don't get too far away.
Right. And just to get the confidence back too, right? When you start making some spares after missing a couple spares, it just really changes the way you deliver the ball. You start to get a little bit more confidence behind your shot, a little bit more roll on the ball. And then some of those corners will start turning into strikes, and then the ship is back on track, right?
Yep. Yeah, and Fred's still hitting the middle there with his double corner, and then back to the strike here again.
Yeah.
It's off to a great start. Yeah. Oh. Good shot there.
And we've seen a Matt Baker strike.
Live on stream.
Live on the street.
It's good to get that one under your belt, get it gone. Don't have to worry about it.
Oh, and a great shot from Steven.
No, not all's back on the straight train.
Yeah, Lumberjacks are putting something together here. And Bombers
Brett just following Steven.
it's nice when you've got kind of a duo that can do that. And
Yeah.
you know, with it was actually interesting watching the tail end of last season. Brett and Heidi ended up bowling back to back in a lot of instances, and it seemed it's interesting that the husband-wife combo can work so well together on the lanes as well. So
Yeah.
slide just a little bit thin there, leaves the corner.
Oh, and a punch for Heidi.
So she's got her double framed by head pins there.
Yeah. Bombers are sitting in a great position going into the fifth frame, 3 doubles working.
Yeah, their total right now, they're looking at 460. Sorry, just as for those who don't recall from last year, Lumberjacks, they do have predictive scores, predictive totals showing, so their total is a little bit inflated, but they would be sitting just below the Bombers. I think they'd be about. Trying to pull some quick math here. See if it works. Anyway,
Too much math.
we have about 440. No, a little less than that. 410, somewhere in there. I don't have my Excel sheet up. That's how I do it quicker.
All right. Oh, and another great shot for Sean. A lot of these Bombers players look like they just kind of settled in and they're feeling comfortable. You can even see just with Daryl's reaction in the pit. He's really the only one we can see, but while they're waiting, everybody looks kind of just loose. He looks like he's joking around with everybody. And it's paying off.
Yeah, the nice thing about starting at this point in the season is obviously, setting the pace for yourself, but also for those in your division as well. So it's kind of nice. And, 3 to 4 weeks into the actual bowling season, most teams would have started just after the September break there. So it's kind of nice. Both sides of Canada have had some major tournaments as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, some of these players
great shot by Fred.
May have been throwing for quite a while already.
Yeah. A lot of these players have not had an off season, right? We think back, Masters Nationals was the first or the last week of June. So that, or the second last week of June. And then they had maybe a month off before, some of them were playing in pro or tour championships, where those videos will be coming out in the next little bit here leading up to, we're going to see it going all the way into TPC weekend. And then a lot of them I saw down at Club Tour in Ontario, and then Beef Bowl. We even saw some of the Quebec guys come out to Beef Bowl this year in Medicine Hat, the first stop on the WCBT stream or circuit. So they have not had an off season. Bowling really just goes all 12 months now. There's a 3-week break in July, and that's about it.
Yeah, that's where everybody goes to play baseball, apparently.
Yeah. Get in a couple weeks of slow pitch and then come back. But so the Lumberjacks are not wanting to just roll over here. They, decided to put some doubles up on the board. Lots of marks on the board. And the Bombers have that open in 3.
First hand blown of the season here on this side in the Cargill division, brought to you by Brett Mapstone.
Oh, and a great spare by Matt Wallace, keeping the marks going in 5.
Let's see if Heidi can kind of correct that fourth frame of hers. It's a good shot here. A little thin, but gets it to go. Nice. So you're kind of leaning with it, hoping it to stay there. So.
Please stay where I want you to be.
609 at the half with 3 doubles or 2 doubles and a strike is pretty good.
Yeah.
A punch there from Sly.
And the
Lumberjacks
Lumberjacks
got a lot of roll to it.
He's going to look to clean up this head pin. Gets the pin to bounce back. All
Yeah,
right.
good sticks there.
There we go. So 609 for the doubles. And
The Bombers.
Vic, do you have, or sorry, for the Bombers. And Vic, do you have a quick?
No, I don't. I should
No
have.
worries. We'll bring that back after the commercial. 2-minute commercial break.
Cargill is proud to be supporting a truly Canadian sport like 5-pin bowling. We look forward to watching some great competition from many competitors and bowling centers across our country. With hundreds of locations across Canada, Cargill is committed to helping the Canadian farmer thrive. Whether it is selling commodities, getting agronomic advice, fertilizer needs, crop protection, and marketing expertise, Cargill is here to help. So please enjoy this bowling. Thank you.
All right, here we are back to our match. It's a close one. We got 2 doubles for each team, 2 spares for the Lumberjacks, and a strike and a spare for the Bombers. So
I missed some of those little songs in the commercial pack. Brings back like the memories. Great opportunity for sponsorship. We are on kind of a sponsorship blitz right now, looking for people who are wanting to put in a commercial during the 5PL. It shows at the halfway mark of all of the different matches that are there. Shows at the end of the match or the end of the show, in between the matches, like really good value of advertising dollars. So if you are someone who has a business or knows someone who has a business and wants to put in some advertising time, There's different packages available depending on the length of your ad. So really encourage you to reach out to the league to carry and get that set up, because it is really good exposure for your ads.
Yeah, just a little tidbit of information that they show up to 8 times per Sunday, or up to 16 times essentially, because we'll have the Cargill and the Schwartz division playing at the same time. But 64,000 hours watched last season, so there's lots of people watching these matches and lots of hours being put into it. So we think there's great value in it. And Brett,
Yeah.
getting the Yahtzee. We missed the Sean Hambone. We don't want to let Sean go unrealized, but yeah, they have a couple streaks working here.
Yeah, they're just keeping the ball rolling here, looking for another star frame. Second one of the season within 3 frames of each other.
Oh, great shot.
Matt Baker has found his way off that head pin and has thrown a triple.
Heidi gets one of the corners to push, but not the other one.
Yeah, a little different shot there, so didn't quite moved the same as the other one did. Just trying to keep up here on the scores or the live scores for Lumberjacks, and we're falling behind already. Too busy watching.
No worries. It all comes to fruition at the end, but yeah, with their predictive scoring, it makes it a little tough to follow along.
So currently sitting at 696 actual score. So down basically about 80 from where the Bombers are currently sitting. So a little bit of work to do, but definitely a lot closer than it can be.
For sure. And they have that double working in the 3-hole, strike and spare working at the top. Sly can put a mark up here coming back from his head pin, which is going to put them in a great position.
Yeah, Bombers obviously throwing a ton of marks there, so they're sitting themselves pretty good going into the back half of this game here. Good shot there from him.
Perfect. I'm sure if Sly was the draw up his strike, it would look exactly like that every time.
Yeah. Something just like that. So 723 after 6 full frames there for the Lumberjacks. So down 50, 51. It's closer than it looks, that's for sure.
Oh, just outside for Sean. Just kind of pushed it out. And a head pin for Isabel.
Split.
Turned it to a split.
Yeah, that head pin came down right between the 3 and the 2, so that thing seems to have extra bouncy.
Oh,
Ooh, that's a tough miss there for Sean.
Yeah, that's a loss of big count there.
Good way to make it up. Got the 15, but yeah, that second ball was a miss there. That does hurt a little bit more. Isabel picking up hers. Cleans up her head pin. Heavy
it wiggled so much.
Didn't quite want to go.
Couldn't go over. And Fred took advantage and put a strike up on his spare.
Yeah, so Fred's got basically a couple of ball advantage now on Mark here in the second spot.
Oof, and Mark misses that corner too.
Just hung on, or just didn't hang on to the end.
Great shot by Baker. We have a ham bone.
Ham bone up there. More than a few already this game, which is great. First week seeing the strikes fly. Oof. Another tough head in there for the Bombers.
Yeah, so the Bombers obviously getting that 80-pin lead through 6 frames, but with a slow 7th frame here, it could disappear quickly.
Oh, great shot.
Good shot there from Matt as well.
And gets half that side.
That's the thing about this league. There's no give up, right? The Lumberjacks were down and they kept plugging along, and now they're right back in this match. And Brett
Both
slides
of them
back.
going wide right. Brett looking to get a spare to at least put 1 mark up here on the board for the Bombers.
Yeah, there you go.
Gets it there.
And
Sly
Sly with
gets
the super spare.
Spare. A super spare.
A super spare.
So 886 true score here for the Lumberjacks after 7 frames. Looks like Chantel is going to come in for Isabel.
Yeah, I think definitely the right call there. Isabel was doing what she could with it, right? Sparing everything she could, all of the ones that were spareable opportunities, but just a couple non-spareable opportunities in there. And that match with Sean opening in 7 is still within reach. 45 back, there's 3 to play. You have a strong female on your bench as well. I think it's the right move to bring someone in and see what can happen. Maybe we can get a couple strikes on the board instead of the spares, right?
Yeah, so currently as we sit through 7 complete, we've got 906 showing for the Bombers. 886 is the counting total for the Lumberjacks. So definitely a tight game here. 26 separates them right now.
And the Lumberjacks have a lot of marks working. And see,
Great.
there's that first strike out of Chantel.
Yeah.
Averaging 450 right out of the gate. Yeah, that's what you want to do is you want to come in and be able to throw a good ball right off the bat, not have to have the team worry it all for you. Good spare there for Sean.
All right, Mark looking to put a mark back up on the board after that miss spare in 7. Make sure he doesn't let his match get too far away from him. Oh, and Fred just in. Yeah. There we go. That's a better shot.
Looked really good out of his hand.
It did, yeah.
A lot more confident.
This one should be an easy strike for Steven. It's on his strike lane.
On his strike pattern.
On his even frames.
Oof.
A little quicker it seemed on that one. So
Yeah. Probably just trying to push it a little bit so that it was on the side, but pushed it out too much.
that was a better tempo, it looked like.
Yeah.
And we got a tangle over on the Lumberjack side.
All right.
There it goes.
Great shot by
Brett
Brett.
sharing that.
Good shot there from Brett to keep his match totally in hand.
As we go through, the top match advantage is definitely still within the Bombers' hands, but anything can happen. It's still within striking distance for Chantel now. Fred has the advantage in his match in that 2-hole, and it is a little bit more of a, what can he max out at? 135. 305 is the max for Mark, so still within reach. Stephen and Matt Baker's match was tied in the 5th frame, but now with Stephen opening a couple frames, Matt on a little bit of a run of strikes, that one is starting to swing in Lumberjacks, or has swung into the Lumberjacks' favor. Brett is in very much control in his match and has already locked that one out, I believe. Oh, no, not has locked it out, but is getting close. And then Heidi and Sly are battling back and forth at the bottom there.
Yeah, Sly obviously with ball in hand at the moment. Heidi with the 2 open frames here in a row. So it makes it a little bit tougher, but still got 2 solid frames to go here. So we'll see how that continues to play out. Matt obviously here with the open frame. Shuts his run down, brings that game a lot tighter. Within a couple of balls here would make the difference. Good cleanup there for him, though.
With 212 to 178 in that match.
Yeah, Matt here is just looking to just keep throwing some strikes here, keep that team total as close as it can be, because that is not as far off as some of these games might actually seem. So,
and anytime you throw a double up on the board, that's going to be huge for that team total.
Yeah. As we keep learning through the Pro League for the first 4 seasons, doubles are massive.
Yeah.
Make up so much ground so fast.
So a good strike here from Sly, or even a good count, is going to give him a little bit of a cushion going into the last 2 frames against Heidi, who's opened the last 2 frames. Oh, and he puts a great shot on the board.
So 3 marks against 3 marks, but Lumberjacks have the advantage with the double and 1 more strike.
Yeah, so 1023 counting for the Lumberjacks against the 991 counting for the Bombers. So it's
team
taking a flip.
Yeah.
Oh, heavy.
And Chantel with a massive double. Yeah. They're going to look and stealing that point back.
Yeah, she's going to come down tight to this 10th frame here for sure. Great work from her coming in to throw that double right away.
Once again, you can look back to the 7th frame where Sean slides by there at 5 open on his double, right?
Punch from Fred, not super crucial in his personal match, but team total being so close, he's going to want to get all these sticks. He still has room, depending on what Mark does here.
Yeah, as mentioned, Mark maxing out at 305 here if he does manage to strike out. Could surpass Fred now at that point. No,
with that, it's still going to be in Fred's hands.
Yeah.
259, he can still throw the turkey to block Mark out.
Yeah.
No matter what Mark does.
No, 304, right? 305 to 304. Mark would win if they both bang out.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. But
I had an extra 10 in there somewhere. I don't know.
Mark still has to throw the first one to even put any of that pressure onto Fred.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Stephen with his strike there, but being matched there by Matt as well on the other side. So no change in how that match looks out.
Oh, wow. Brett's been super steady there. That head pin in 9 is... Yeah,
Great
especially
shot.
with Matt Wallace throwing the triple now.
Yeah.
That brings him right back into that match. So none of these points are decided.
Yeah. Even when things were looking like it was swinging one way.
I guess the bottom match might be the only one that's kind of out of hand. If Heidi strikes here and Sly opens, then there will be a close finish, but there we go.
Yeah, Sly pushes it right. Opens there. So that one did not move. So the Sly punches his head pin out for the second shot there. So both open going into 10 there. Lumberjacks have a few extra shots in hand. They've got basically 5 balls to count still. Going into 10 against the 1, 2, 3, 4 balls for the Bombers.
That's where it all comes down. All those frames. That's where we award your points. 1 point per matchup and 3 points for team total.
Yeah, currently sitting 1153 for the Lumberjacks. Looks like 1,096 for the Bombers. So still within 60, so definitely within shot. And Chantel still throwing a perfect game here coming off the bench.
Ooh, power chop.
So that match has switched hands currently at this point. Isabel has Chantel has the control. Sean does get the spare. Just missed left there.
Okay, so now it's 4 points. 6 points difference right now. 1 ball each.
Sean with the corner.
The spare.
Chantel gets the spare.
Gets him by 3.
Yep.
That's a great use of the pull there to come back and steal that point.
Yeah. She came in and threw phenomenal, right? Threw the triple and a 30 count and 10.
Yeah, that's what you want from somebody that can come off the bench like that. That's great.
Yeah.
Fred with another strike there. Mark unfortunately had missed.
Johnny gets the spare. So he can get to a 265. Fred is already there.
Yep.
Even with that head pin. So Lumberjacks will take the second point.
Yeah, but totals remained relatively close here.
Yeah. And the Lumberjacks just have more working down below here. These last 3 bowlers. Oh,
Especially
Fred
with
almost
the
spares
double
that.
4 spot. Did he just clip an extra pin there again?
Yeah. Yep. That one hurts.
Yeah, 1246 current total for the Lumberjacks. So they are continuing to push their lead a little bit.
Oh, and Matt throws another great one. So he's going to secure that point there.
Yeah, so this will help them feel really good going into their next game. They're playing the back-to-back today. Bombers will get a break before their next match.
I think the Bombers are probably going to have a 1250, which is a solid game, but unfortunately, it's not gonna be enough.
Brett,
Great
the
shot by Brett.
shining star here.
Yeah, Brett's trying to make sure that they don't get swept.
Yeah.
But Matt Wallace working still can get to. Wow, my math is so bad right now. 324.
Matt can get to another 135 on there. Yeah.
So Brett
locks him out.
Locks him out.
$13.09 current total. So they are looking like total is theirs because Heidi cannot make that gap up.
We'll see if our math is correct here. Yeah, 324. So it will be a 7-1. The Lumberjacks, match 1.
Yeah, so we'll see how this one continues to play out here. Oh, didn't quite get the corner to go. Still looking at a 300 though. Not a bad start to the year.
Definitely not.
Just the unfortunate 300. Throw 300 and lose.
Yeah.
That's the thing with this league. It happens more often than it doesn't.
Yeah, you can throw a 220 sometimes and still manage to win, but you can throw a 300 and lose pretty easily as well. So.
100% you can. Yeah. This was a very interesting game. You know, Bombers had that really early lead, and like at the halfway point, it looked like they were in full control of this game. And then the Lumberjacks, when you look at their last 5 frame scoreboard, all of the red strikes that are up there, they just came alive and took it back.
Yeah.
That's the thing about those untimely head pins, right? And then like look at all the strikes the Lumberjacks put together in the last half.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of red up there.
Yeah.
There's a lot of red up there. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good start to the season there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, throwing a 1397, 120 difference there. But yeah, 1397 to start your year. Definitely can't complain about that.
No, it's a great first game.
So 1397. That's a great score to start the season. We will flip this over to our managers here. So without further ado, we got Mr. Daryl Bradley and Matt Baker once again. Tough match, kind of going through. It was close with under. Sorry, Matt.
That's okay.
Under 100 points, kind of the whole way, right to the 10th frame there, Daryl. Team just kind of ran into head pins late, where the Lumberjacks transitioned their head pins into strikes at the end.
Yeah, sure. I mean, we had a pretty good start. Still a few missed corners. I think we had 30 hits in a row, right, on the middle. So that's something that we're happy about. Look, we're 1275, good score with still a few little mistakes in there. Credit to the Lumberjacks. So, I mean, that's a 1400 game for them. They didn't let up. You kept looking back, and they kind of kept having 2, 3 in a row, everybody kind of going. So all credit to Lumberjacks there in that one. It is what it is. First game, tough to take, but somebody's got to be on the losing end, and we are this one. We got another one to come. So,
yeah, for sure. Matt Baker, obviously, your first 3 frames, not ideal. The split spare was cool. Unfortunately, we didn't get it on film. We were going over the rosters, but I know, it's rough. But we did get your 4-bagger after that, so that's pretty cool.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, that was a pretty rough start, that's for sure. I made a ball change actually in the fourth frame there. I went from my old Comets, like the original Comets there, to the Starlines, and ever since then it was pretty smooth sailing after that for me, and the rest of the team started to click too.
For sure. So obviously a great win for the team, 7-1. Matt Wallace
Yep.
with the tough loss, but Brett Mapstone wasn't letting up. That one head
Nope.
pin in 9, and he decided, nope, that was enough. Threw the triple and 10 to lock it up. But yeah, 7-1 start for the Lumberjacks. And we get to see you right away next game. And Daryl, you guys get a game break. So team gets to do a little bonding and get ready for the next one.
Hit the bar.
All right. Well, we'll run our quick commercial, and then Matt, we'll see you for the next match right away.
All right, sounds good.
All right.
Good job.
Cargill is proud to be supporting a truly Canadian sport like 5-pin bowling. We look forward to watching some great competition from many competitors and bowling centers across our country. With hundreds of locations across Canada, Cargill is committed to helping the Canadian farmer thrive. Whether it is selling commodities, getting agronomic advice, fertilizer needs, crop protection, and marketing expertise, Cargill is here to help. So please enjoy this bowling. Thank you.
All right. We will jump straight into our next match here. We'll bring in our managers. We have the Lumberjacks versus the Eclipse. Welcome, Matt. Welcome, Natalie. Obviously, Lumberjacks coming off a 7-1 win against the Bombers. Matt, how is the team feeling?
We're feeling pretty loose, pretty warmed up, ready to go. We've got the mojo going on this side of things.
Perfect. And Natalie, how's the Eclipse?
We're good. We're ready. We're ready. Everybody's here. Even Trevor, who's recovering from surgery, came to support the team. So
Amazing.
That's awesome. Obviously, before we get into this match, Nat, you just want to let us know about the team changes here, obviously with Trevor going through surgery.
Yeah, so Trevor won't be ready to bowl it until November at the earliest. Thankfully, we have a bit of a break after this week and aren't back until November. Bradford couldn't make it, nor could Lindsay. So with 5 players, we've brought in Brandon Reset, who'll be starting on the bench for us.
Right. Amazing. We are a little bit behind time. We know the Lumberjacks had a little bit of technical difficulty there in frame 2. So with that being said, Matt, let's get your Lumberjacks lineup.
All right. So starting off will be Chantel Sear, and then going second will be Fred Martin. Third is me, Matt Baker. Fourth, Matt Wallace. And fifth, Sly Bercier, with Matt Leonard and Isabel on the bench.
Perfect. And Nat, for you guys.
We're going to run Debbie, Bailey, Adam, Kyle, and Shelly to anchor us down.
Right. Amazing. Well, all right. Best of luck and have a great match.
See you on the flip
All
side.
right. Yeah. Good luck.
All right. Here we go. Debbie's right up on the lane. She's
Ready to go.
We'll watch her first shot, and then we'll go over our lineups here.
Great shot
She
there.
threw a great one. We will go with Lumberjacks to start. You want to take this one? Oh, not the Maniacs, the Lumberjacks. Victor.
Sly Belsier, Matt Leonard, Fred Martin, Matt Wallace, Isabelle Sung, Chantal Cyr, Matt Baker, Max Lafreniere is the team manager, bowling from Stade de Paris. Having some
And
fun there.
Katie for the Eclipse.
Yeah, so over on the Eclipse side, we have Bailey Lawson, Debbie Ely, Kyle Young, Adam Rich. Oh, I always say this wrong. Help.
Right chart, I think.
Right chart. There we go. Chris Bradford, Lindsay Christensen, Shelly Stauschnau, Trevor oh my goodness, Richalski, with team manager Natalie Young, bowling out of Lincoln Lanes. I was not prepared for all those last names today.
And once again, they have Brandon Reset as the emergency sub, or the taxi squad, if you will, on the bench for their sub replacement if they need. Bailey with a 5 start. He's probably happy that we did not show most of that on film.
Yeah, probably.
I think we're going to have to change a towel placement there.
Yeah.
Yeah, habits as a bowler is pretty strong. Sometimes you just get used to where you put stuff and away you go, right? You don't think
Part
about
of
what
your-
else is going on.
Part of your pre-shot routine.
I could spare there from that.
Alright. Okay, so obviously Lumberjacks coming up at 1397. They're probably on a little bit of a cloud 9 with a 7-1 win over the Bombers. So they're just looking to keep the ball rolling, keep scoring well. And the Eclipse, obviously, they came out of the relegation round last year. They were unfortunately in the bottom 2 of their division, and they had to battle their way back into the league. And so they're looking for a strong start for their season.
I'm loving seeing all of these females playing in the anchor position. Shelly was BC single, I believe, last year. Playing at the bottom there.
It's becoming more and more prevalent. Obviously, there's a lot of strong ladies out there and that can throw the ball just as well as any of those men. And she starts with aces, showing that aces happen to everybody.
Oh,
Well, it's a good way to get it out. Just get it done and early with. You don't have to worry about it. First frame is a good spot for it.
first frame only matters when you throw the next 11.
That's right.
Just get it done. Get it going.
Yeah. Unreal. First ball of Pro League, aces.
Aces. Ooh. Fly with a big strike up there.
Just a 13 for the first frame. No big harm yet. Debbie wasn't as ready as she was first frame. A little bit longer to get up there this one. Might have been stuck in the back behind everybody else.
All right. We got a big double at the top for both bowlers. Starting off strong in that leadoff position. Bailey looking to see if he can do something more than 5.
Might be making an early pull.
Oh, great shot by Fred. So another double on the board for the Lumberjacks.
Yeah. I guess technically only had to get 1 frame in before the taxi squad, as they call it, would be called into service. So,
Yep. Much
All right.
better shot. Matt starting off his game just kind of like his last one.
Yeah. I mean, we've seen him spare this before today. Anything can happen.
Good side there for him, though. Just making sure he's getting wood. Down here with his second frame coming in. See how he does.
Oh, and a head pin.
My fault.
That's
something.
It's neat seeing new players enter the pro league and all that. It's no joke. It's you're not playing right beside the team that you're competing against, but it's simple as looking at a screen and knowing that you're playing somebody across the country right now, throwing the same ball.
Yeah. And this one, you understand BC against Quebec here. So, you're not as far as possible, but definitely pretty close. Newfoundland against Vancouver Island will be the longest game to watch.
Yeah.
3.5 hours and time
distance and
yeah.
Wonder if from the West we get a little bit of advantage because maybe we're just getting up in the morning, everything's fresh, and they're halfway through their day, you think? Or do you think they have the advantage because their day is well on their way? They've been awake. They're not groggy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a different mentality, I think, no matter how you look at that, right? So, you think about when you bowl a league and stuff, you've already gone through your day. So maybe that routine is just that much easier. You've kind of expended a bunch of energy already versus, just getting up to just get started. So. Yeah, Lumberjacks definitely off to a great start here. Frames 1 and 2. Got the live clock in the wrong spot on this screen. Makes it harder to multi-screen as I normally do.
Oh yes, for sure. For you guys, you unfortunately can't see Chantel's double, the start.
It's there, though. It is there.
Everybody else in the world watching right now can see it, but just our commentators, they have a little live block on top that they get blocked out on. So Shelly looking to clean up her frame here. A little bit of rough start for Shelly. Sly getting off with a perfect start, but it is the first 2 frames.
Yeah.
Yeah, lots of game to play as we saw last match. It was, flipped the other way. Lumberjacks able to pull that one out. Coming off that great game, they seem to more or less be just continuing the patterns here. A couple of oopsies here, but for the most part, they're just striking away.
A little quick on that one for Chantel. Pushed it right. Obviously, a great start to her game with the double as well. And Debbie looking to hopefully take advantage of that. She just misses as well. So we're still square.
Oh, and the punch out on the second shot. I hate that.
Does that one hurt more than missing?
Yeah, no.
No?
No, I think the 5 blow by hurts the most, but definitely don't love when you punch on the second shot.
Good cleanups though on her part.
Oh, and then Debbie does the same thing with the 5 punch.
Staying square.
Yep.
Doesn't want to get ahead.
Yeah. It's all about pinning. Get your pins.
All right. See if Fred can keep his little run of strikes going.
There we go. Even. Her and Chantel matched each other perfectly. Fred heavy on the middle. So I guess we wouldn't be doing our players justice. Like, obviously, this is the 5PL presented by 5-Pin Universe, but we are all a big family in the bowling community. Fred Martin, I hear, has his own YouTube channel. If people don't go watch it, he has a GoPro footage of him playing at the club tour event. He does his own little social media campaign. So,
Yeah, when we
insight
were
for
at
people.
Club Tour, he had the GoPro on and he was filming a series about Club Tour and the road to becoming the Club Tour champion. So he was recording all of his shots from his qualifying shifts and was putting it all together.
Yeah, it's a neat little thing he compiled there. Obviously, he didn't end up being champion. He didn't know that I had already claimed that trophy. So, unfortunate for him, but it's neat seeing all these personalities come up and different ideas come up. Obviously, we see it a lot with Maria. She has her little TikTok, and she's been doing quite well with that. And we encourage all bowlers and stuff to help promote bowling in any which way you see fit.
Yeah, Maria's is definitely a lighter side to bowling, but it's fun to watch. I have to admit.
It brings attention to the game.
Yeah.
Oh, now Adam blows by. They might have to check that lane and see if it's tilted to the right a little bit. And we have Matt with a head pin 4. Tried for the 6 count.
Yeah, didn't get the same rotation out of that as you might get from other centers, but still an impressive to get a 4 count.
I think these teams both at this moment need to take deep breaths. They're kind of seems like everybody's
wild and punchy and just not quite executing shots.
Yeah,
that was a great one by Kyle though.
Yeah. We all know they can play. Everybody can play on these teams, so they just deep breaths, little shots.
Yeah, looks like the Eclipse warming up over there on lane 4. So we're looking at a change in the 2 or the 3 spot, I guess. There you go. First strike there for Shelly for her pro debut. So again, predictive scores on the Lumberjacks side. So it's a little inflated, but 291 is what their running total currently is.
Yeah.
After 3 full frames to the 231 for the Okanagan Eclipse.
Oh, another great shot.
Better shot there.
Yeah. Definitely needed for the Lumberjacks' 3rd frame after 4 opens at the top of the order, just to give them a little bit of something to go into frame 4 with.
I spoke soon. Sorry. I felt like Sly had already thrown, but so 321 was their live score after 3. My apologies to everybody. Yeah, both these ladies coming off of open frames here, so looking to get back on it. Chantel with a chop there. She seemed okay with it. Let's get the break she wanted out of that. And gets the spare out of it. Spare both sides. Debbie got hers. So they're still playing even. Bailey maybe on a last ball here. Fred's thrown a great strike there. Bailey throws a right corner. Heavy hit there, so 3-pin just kind of died a little bit. But let's see what he can do for second ball here.
Get something going for himself.
Yeah, give himself a mark.
Oh, Bailey.
Just missed it.
Like we said, the Eclipse are in a unique position this week. They don't have anyone from their regular lineup outside of these 5 players. They do have an emergency spare who's sitting on their bench right now in Brandon Reset. So they do have that option. But with only 1 pull, it kind of changes the mindset a little bit, right? When you have the 2 pulls, you can make an early pull, and if it's the wrong choice, you kind of have a little bit of a parachute to fall back on as a coach or as a manager. But with only 1 pull, you have to make sure you're using it appropriately. And unfortunately for the Eclipse right now, they do have a couple positions where that pull could be beneficial. So they're really going to have to look, and probably I would say in the next frame, and see where are they going to make that pull, because you don't want to keep matches going that are starting to take off on you.
Yeah, Adam's saving himself a little bit there with the spare to at least keep a mark for himself.
Yeah. The other thing I find too is that just sometimes making the pull, even if you're not 100% sure of which one to pull, is just the right thing to do, because it settles the other ones down. Right now, you could have Bailey and even Adam playing, going, I feel the hook around my neck ready to pull me. And every ball is just like is this going to be my last shot? Whereas if you just make a pull on someone, the other one can feel like, okay, at least I have to finish this out. I can just do my thing now.
Yeah, very much so. And while we were talking there, Lumberjacks, throw together a great frame, spare to start, and then 4 strikes to follow. Sly getting his first handbone of the season with his 4 in a row across the bottom there. So he's starting strong and making sure that anchor spot stays his for this game. So let's see what Shelley can do on the other side, as Kyle threw an open frame there, chopped, and then picked pins out.
Oh, a little bit of a heavy chop.
To go. Yeah.
What did you say, sorry, that Lumberjacks total is at right now?
Lumberjacks are currently sitting 423.
423. So 100-point lead after 4.
Yeah, they're putting together a better start than they did last time, so big miss there from Shelley, unfortunately, on her mark. Let's see if she can pick up the spare here. Here, pick up the 15. Wow.
Get those sticks.
Missing a ball already.
Yeah. Gets the 2-pin. A little bit of sticks up there. All right. Teams are coming into the 5th frame right before the commercial break.
Yeah, about 100 pin difference here between the two. Lumberjacks obviously up. Looking pretty good in their game.
Yeah.
Debbie and Chantel, they're playing ball for ball. See if we get any separations or if they stay close here still.
Debbie going first. Debbie with the chop. Chantel with the chop.
One was a
These
thicker
two-
chop than the other, but still,
Yeah.
yeah.
They just can't get away from each other.
Yeah. Counting the same all the way through. And it's not like they're seeing what each other's doing. They're on the lane at the exact same time here.
Yeah. Chantel not happy about that cherry on the 3-pin.
Let's see if Debbie can.
Debbie
Oh,
blows by, so both of them could potentially get 15 here and keep their match exactly even. Chantel does her job.
Just that.
Oh, and Debbie, there we go. We have a advantage.
One of them cracked, unfortunately. But they'll probably both try and do a reset after that one, get back onto where they're supposed to be at. A little thin there from Fred. It's the blow through. Even the corner standing. Bailey's still trying to find his first mark here.
That's got to be the end, right? Yeah, we're
Yeah.
seeing the pull from Natalie.
Yeah.
I think this is the right move. It's going to give Adam a little bit of breathing room to just be able to get up on the lane and do his thing.
Yeah.
And Brandon Ressett, emergency spare, taking the lanes for Bailey Lawson. Just a reminder to teams, you have the option of using an emergency spare 2 times throughout the season when you don't have regular rostered players available. So Brandon comes out. He hits the middle on that the first ball. Just doesn't get the spare to go.
Yeah, just played a little thin on the open side. So.
Oh, great shot by Matt. He has a double up on the board after a little bit of a rocky start. Very similar to what we saw last game where it started off kind of shaky and then he threw a bunch of strikes up there in a row.
Yeah. It's not necessarily the most efficient way to do it, but if do what you can and whatever works, works. So
that's right. Okay, there's a pretty good count there for Adam.
Yeah, it was a much better shot from him.
Mm-hmm.
Hitting the middle right away there and getting a good splash out of it. Just left the corner.
Another double up on the board over on the Lumberjack side for Matt Wallace. That team has 3 Mats on it.
They do, yeah.
I'd love to see them all back to back in a lineup at some point.
It's not fun to keep track of. Had a few matches last year that they had done that, and it was not easy to keep them separated. So Sly a little bit thin on his, gets the chop out of it though. I'll get one side of his head pin. Trying to play clean up here and keep things as close as he can. Those chop spares for the Lumberjacks are kind of plaguing them. They're punching pins out pretty consistently. So.
Those chops are hard to spare today.
Yeah.
This is an opportunity for Shelly to put something up on the board and start to close that gap that's been created between her and Sly.
Yeah. Yeah, not only that, but also team total. 572 currently sitting for the Lumberjacks after 5 full. And gets a heavy chop there. Let's see if she can spare this one here. Get that mark on the board. Yeah, a lot of chops without the mark behind them today. showing on both teams at the current moment. I see Kerry got his typo corrected. Good for him. Good catch on his part.
Ooh, that wasn't. I didn't catch that. It was brought to my attention. And,
I was giving you credit for that one. Come on.
We had one of our viewers watching that sent us a message on Facebook, so thank you for pointing that out so that we could get it corrected.
Yeah.
I didn't notice. I 100% just went, yep, that's the Eclipse.
Yeah.
Showing mistakes there, unfortunately.
So 416 for the Eclipse at the halfway mark. And Victor, we have
572 for the Lumberjacks.
72. So we got 160 pin difference. All right. We will run our commercial and bring back the second half of this match.
Cargill is proud to be supporting a truly Canadian sport like 5-pin bowling. We look forward to watching some great competition from many competitors and bowling centres across our country. With hundreds of locations across Canada, Cargill is committed to helping the Canadian farmer thrive. Whether it is selling commodities, getting agronomic advice, fertilizer needs, crop protection, and marketing expertise, Cargill is here to help. So please enjoy this bowling. Thank you.
All right. Second half, our second match of the day. Almost halfway through.
Again, if you're wanting your business's commercial in our sponsorship pack, send an email to Carrie or 5-Pin Universe so that we can get that going for you.
You bet. We're looking for advertisers who are willing to help make packages work. Just go to 5pinuniverse.ca and go to this 5th season of the 5PL, and you can see how you can become an advertiser as well, or just contact anyone at 5-Pin Universe directly, and we will get you hooked up.
All right. We are in the second half. Debbie putting a big strike on the board. Chantel had the split. So after having a little bit of an advantage after 5, now we're going to see it flip the other way. Brandon with a 3-pin, similar to the one we just saw from Bailey last frame.
Yeah, we'll see if there's a change here from Brandon to get the spare here. We're looking to kind of right that ship in the second line there.
Oh.
Yeah.
So we will see the first 6 frames without a mark in that 2-hole spot.
Not the start, obviously. Bailey or Brandon would want in that 2-hole, but it's pro league, all that extra pressure, right? If you don't get off to a good start, it feels like you're climbing up a slippery slope.
Yeah, never an easy one to be on. Doesn't matter. To be honest, doesn't matter what the tournament is or the league is. You don't get off to a good start. Usually, things don't go well for the end. I had that same issue this past week in league, and start off okay, and then everything starts to go downhill really quick after a couple of headpins, and forget what you're doing.
Kyle quick there too. I think everybody's trying to pick everybody up. You gotta start with yourself.
Yeah.
Well, Lumberjacks kind of slowing down here a little bit. They got a couple guys running. Matt Baker doing Matt Baker things, taking the first 3 frames off and then figuring it out. But this is where the Eclipse need to find a little bit of energy and get back into this match. There we go.
He's got himself a triple now. It's interesting always to watch the guys supporting each other. You can always see Matt Leonard reaching across the screen there to be one of the first to congratulate guys coming off the lane.
Yeah.
There
we go, Shelley.
Supporting.
Okay, 3 strikes for the Eclipse. And Lumberjacks are kind of making some small mistakes and opening the door a little bit here for the Eclipse to start making up some ground. They do have to make up quite a bit of ground. This is going to be a bit of a battle for them.
But it is kind of just the flip of what we saw last game, right? The Lumberjacks were off to a halfway deficit, and then all of a sudden in the back half just started throwing the strikes. So if the Eclipse can do the same thing, you never know what that kind of pressure will do when the Lumberjacks are facing it on the other side, right?
Yep.
All right.
Slide to throw his 6 frame here. Pulls that into a 3-pin.
I feel like we've seen so many 3-pins. Oh, no.
It does seem extraordinarily high.
Yeah. I mean, it is still early in the season. Nerves are still high. He gets the super spare again.
Both 3-pins now.
Yeah.
Do we have a Gary Baird in the East now, too?
All right.
7-10 currently sitting for the Lumberjacks is the running total.
Just misses left for Debbie. Chantel gets the push on her strike. It was looking a little heavy, but everything just kind of pushed out to the sides.
Crumpled where it needed to. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, that's a big miss there from Debbie in that spare. So. Brad just kind of throws that ball nice and easy, gets everything to go. The concern there from that shot. Ooh. Had been went the wrong way.
Holding that follow through, just waiting for it to fall, but
Yeah, heavy middle hit. That had been just kept bouncing like crazy. Hey, we got a mark in the second spot.
a 5 spare.
It's a mark. It's a mark. Let's see what it can translate to.
Yeah, it's a start. It's a start. All right.
It didn't count that last shot there for Matt, so get that corrected there.
There we go. That was nice and fast. Good spare over for Adam. Oh, that was a weird break.
That was, yeah, right on top of that 3-pin.
Like, looked like it should have been a great shot, turned into a chop, then something came down, hit the 3-pin. Like, just not what I was expecting.
Yeah, not the traditional left corner that we've been seeing. So
No.
good
Both
spare
of them
though.
with matching left corners. Matt spares his. Kyle spares his. That match is very close.
Yeah, they're basically one ball difference is what they're really looking at. So
Yeah. Some of our other matches are not as close, but 1 hole and 4 hole are both very, very tight matches.
yeah, see what Shelley can do here, trying to capitalize on her strike that she was able to throw last frame. Unfortunately, misses to the right. Sly does not. Capitalizes on his spare.
Yeah. It just continues to put more distance up on the board.
831 is the current running total. I can't do math. Never mind. Put the wrong numbers in.
Playing the spreadsheet.
Yeah, I was on the wrong key line. So I was like, yeah, that's not right. 841 current total for the Lumberjacks as they have finished up their 7th frame. And the Eclipse just not having the best of time getting marks here today.
Yeah, they have the 3 marks working in the middle of the order, but 608 or 610 after 7, definitely not the start that they were hoping for.
Seems like just problems trying to put it on the side of the middle, right? They're either missing and then opening up on their second ball or punching.
Yeah. Lots of they have 4 or 5 chop spares or chop up there that they missed the spare opportunities on. Lots of open frames where they had 5 misses or 5 punches. They just, if it wasn't a strike, they're really not getting the marks up on the board.
Yeah.
So spare here gives Debbie a good opportunity to get back into an advantage over Chantel, who punched on her strike.
Right, she got it.
Just gets it to go. That match continues to be extremely close.
Whoa.
For her body language, it didn't even look like she expected to hit anything. And then the 3-pin went easily and almost took the 2-pin with it.
Brandon gets roasted there. First great shot, kind of out of that 2-hole there.
And
Yeah.
this is there.
Unfortunately, not able.
Oh,
to
Fred with the
spare.
3-pin, but then it bounces back in to take that 5 side.
Every pin counts.
Every pin, yeah. That gets the 2-pin on the second shot. 113 in the 8th.
So there is a question about tour final dates as to when some of the videos were going to drop. I know it was said as soon.
So video for tour finals, we have the edited versions back now from Fragment Media, who came in and did all of the post-production for us. Carrie's been working hard at editing up some interviews that are going to accompany it. And with our tour this year already starting with the Beef Bowl, we are stretching these videos out to TPC this year. So you should be able to see the first one drop in right away. And then all of those will be coming out in a scheduled, once we get the full schedule done, we'll put something up on Facebook so you can have all the dates and you won't be able to miss an episode all the way up to TPC, which is November 6th to 9th this year.
Yeah, every year has been kind of a rush to get it out by the Autumn Open, but now that our season has changed and we can't get it out before the first event, we are going to stretch out and make it look a more appealing, longer stretched out. People can watch it episodically instead of binging it, as one tends to do nowadays.
I do like, though, we've had lots of people asking on different posts that have been around about when the tour finals episodes, it's like the wait is making people want it a little bit more. Everybody seems pretty engaged and wanting to see what happens. So that will be coming out right away, though.
Yeah, the cone of silence that comes on top of that is it's a little nerve-wracking sometimes and makes you want it a little more.
Yeah, we definitely do have all the videos, and it's just essentially getting it all scheduled and making sure that interviews are edited properly and getting those done as they're done in-house. We don't have anybody else doing that, so we want to make sure it's proper and we showcase the players best we can.
So as that was being said, watching the Eclipse put a bunch of marks up on the board, 4 out of 5 in that 8th frame, put marks together, a couple of strikes. Yeah. So things are looking good there to try and finish out their game. With that said, on the other side, Lumberjacks, 3 out of 4 so far, punching headpins.
Yeah, we did see a substitution as well. Matt Leonard is going in for Matt Wallace in the 4 hole.
In the 4 spot, yeah.
So they're going to be coming in looking to stay ahead in that match and continue to earn that point.
Yeah. Sly there gets himself a double. So 954 is your current total running for the Lumberjacks against the 718 posted after 8 for the Eclipse. So pretty handedly at the moment, but things change quick in a frame.
Things change quick, especially when their frames are very opposite, right? Lumberjacks have 1 mark on the board in 8, whereas Eclipse have 4 marks. Debbie throwing aces on her spare against Chantel's strike is going to keep that match just going back and forth.
Yep.
That one is for sure going to come down to the 10th frame.
Yes. Yeah, they're playing I don't know who wants this.
So. Yeah.
See what Fred can do. He's having kind of an easier match here as far as the individual line, but looking a little frustrated with himself as far as how the game is actually going. So another pull to the left there, 2 frames in a row on the left side. Good spread there again, though.
Brandon, the 3-pin. That game is not ideal for sure. Baker a little bit quick too. Oh, gets roasted on the super spare attempt. All you can do is laugh that off. Like there's, yeah.
Yeah, when it takes the opposite corner, but not the close one. Yeah. Spare there from Matt Baker.
Here we'll see Matt Leonard taking the lane.
His first official shot of the day. Season 5. And I'm looking for the spare here just to give himself a fighting chance.
Oh, and gets roasted.
Bush.
You got it.
There.
Yeah, so stayed within 2 balls on that match.
Yeah. So Matt can get that match up to a 241 on his side on the Lumberjacks. Kyle putting up the strike there is huge. He can strike out for a 268. Someone might need to check my math.
268.
Yeah, you got it. 268.
Matt missing that spare though. So now that match, he can only get it to a 190. Oh no, 166 plus 45. 211. 201. 201. Keep adding these extra 10s in places. I don't know where they're coming from.
You had it right, 211.
Oh, dang, I should
You
have
had your carryover correct in the first one.
School year has zapped out all of my knowledge and energy.
Just say it with confidence next time and nobody will question it.
That's right.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
Triple there for Sly.
Yeah, that's big.
1064 is their total after 9. Double strike, double single strike and a couple of spares there to get them into 10. And the Eclipse are running on 3 marks themselves at the bottom end. So a couple of matches definitely coming into 10 here. This first match is one of them. See where it ends up.
And a 3-pin on the strike. Leaving the door open for Debbie. She punches the head pin. So Debbie can get to a 204.
Chantel needs to grab a couple of pins to secure it.
She punches out the head pin. So she is now sitting at a 1999.
Yeah.
So she takes the 5 side. That could win it with Debbie only taking that 2 pin.
Yeah. Pinning on this one. There we go.
She gets the 5. So she's going to finish with a 202. Debbie takes the 5 side. She is going to finish with a 201.
1 pin.
Yeah.
That match, the entire time, just went back and forth.
Yeah, you could almost see it with the match on how it played out. First half of the match was pretty quick, lots of marks, and then second half they just both kept punching back and forth and just didn't know who wanted to take it. So Brandon with a heavy chop there, hitting the middle, which is great. It's positive. Unfortunately, punches out to 3 and misses the spare there, with the spare on the other side for Fred. That match was well secured. Good 15 though.
When Fred pitches out, but easily takes his match, 250 to 143.
kind of a rough game for the combination there.
And that one really hurts there too.
Yeah, that 3-pin was not what Adam was looking for there.
Mm.
Give himself a chance.
Lost the count and
punched out the middle there too, so that took away all opportunities there. So that match goes over to Matt Baker.
He's going to finish with a 191.
Double there in 10. Really good day so far for Matt Baker. Throwing 290 the first game. He's looking at a 266 basically. If he can do it. No, I win. I went overboard.
Another one.
254 for the day. So not a bad start for him for a pro league debut. Averaging 270. Nothing wrong with that.
That has
Anytime you
got to
can
be
take
like
2
the
points.
7th 3-pin in this match, though.
Yeah,
There's
there was a lot. Okay, Kyle, with doing that, opens the door for Matt Leonard to bang out to take that point too.
Yeah.
Needs the double.
Double and a corner pin standing to win it by 1. Would be the math.
Oof.
Misses on that side, so he can max out at a 198. Eclipse will take that 1 point. Shelly gets her strike in 10.
So with all that being said, it is a lock for 7-1 for the Lumberjacks. So we're just going to mop up the rest of the points here so we can award properly.
Shelly's last few frames, she really found something, right? The strike, she had the open in 8, but then strike, corner spare, strike, left, potentially spare here. Or sorry, the open in 7. She definitely found something, but it was just too little too late against Sly, who started with the 4-bagger. Now he has a turkey going. 954 for the Eclipse.
We lost their lane camera, but their score shows it properly.
Sly with the 4.
Putting a couple of hand bones together today.
Can't
Yahtzee there.
Yahtzee on the board.
Second Yahtzee of the day we've seen.
Killing it.
I have my finger ready for the next one.
You guys sharing control.
Sorry?
You guys sharing control for the graphics.
Well, I just did them because I could see that Carrie was working on the next match, getting things ready. So
Fair enough.
I also have admin rights. So
Yes. I was going to say
take over.
you've done enough commentary.
This is my show now.
You know what you're doing.
And a head pin for Sly to finish, but a great finish for him.
372 for his match.
Yeah.
A great day for the Lumberjacks.
Yeah, pulling off 14
7-1
points.
win. Really can't do wrong with that. That's for sure.
1266. I'm missing something.
They had 204, 250, 254, 186, 372 for a 1266.
Perfect. Yep. Great start for the Lumberjacks. We will jump out here. Move that. Move that. And we'll bring in our managers once we get the Lumberjacks manager in here really quick. But we can bring in Natalie.
See?
Hey, Nat.
Hey.
Just punchy, right? Couldn't get anything going.
Yeah, you know what? I think everybody was a little tight, right? Nobody's quite finishing their shot. Not a lot of roll. We looked at I don't think we made a chop spare that entire game, right? So it's just like it's just nerves. I think. Glad we stole one. Almost stole two there. Unfortunate break for Debbie with the aces and 9, but yeah.
Yeah. Even when we were looking at like when you were missing the middle of the 5, a lot of times that second shot was either the punch on the middle or taking 8, and so there was just no spares to be had.
Yeah, it's just a little underthrow, right? They're tight, a bit of nerves, and it's like I'm just like let it rip, right? At worst case, you're gonna like rip past and throw, punch a 3, but really you're underthrowing to the point where it's probably just gonna be your normal shot. But we'll rebound for next game.
For sure. Lumberjacks, Chantel, great start for the Lumberjacks season. A couple 7-1 wins.
It's our best out of all the 4 seasons, so we're pretty happy about that. So
Thanks
yeah,
for
now
that,
sorry. No, like I mean we have right like a new member like Matt Baker, and then it's we just I guess built on our last game, and we just kept going, and no, it went well.
Sly had an excellent game at the bottom of the lineup, starting with a 4-bagger, ending with a 5-bagger to get to that 370. But yeah, the team just looked very loose and just very at ease. Like the beginning of that first match, it seemed like a little bit tight, but then you guys found your rhythm and then just carried that into this game, and everything just seemed very smooth.
Yeah, and I guess the first match of the season and the nerves and everything, so it's normal. But yeah, so we're looking forward to the rest of the season, just to see what everything is going to bring us. And
yeah, for sure. All right. Well, Lumberjacks, great start to the season. Nat, obviously, we'll see you in about an hour.
In an hour, yeah.
Well, good luck in your next match.
Thanks.
Right. We'll run our commercial break, and we'll bring everybody for the next one.
Bye, Chantel.
Okay, thanks, guys. Bye.
Cargill is proud to be supporting a truly Canadian sport like 5-pin bowling. We look forward to watching some great competition from many competitors and bowling centers across our country. With hundreds of locations across Canada, Cargill is committed to helping the Canadian farmer thrive. Whether it is selling commodities, getting agronomic advice, fertilizer needs, crop protection, and marketing expertise, Cargill is here to help. So please enjoy this bowling. Thank you.
All right, we are entering the second half of this one. Vic is just getting back in. Let's jump straight in, get our managers in here. We have the Maniacs versus the Bombers.
Hey guys.
Here we go. Hey, how's it going?
Good. How's everyone today? Good. I'm Tracy, by the way, just for the day. Yeah, I figured I'd try a new alias, see how it works for me. Maybe I'll be a better bowler.
Wow. Yeah, so obviously, Sean, Maniacs, first match of the season. You guys brought on a new player for the season.
We did. Yeah, we have some exciting changes. We brought on Michael Pelahati after a huge year last year for him. Really kind of made his name on the market. And, he was good before, but I guess, you can't just deny that run that he had last year. And you got to squeeze somewhere on the team to fit him. He's too good not to.
Fair enough. So how is the team feeling leading up to your first match of the season?
We're excited. We're ready to get rolling. It's kind of the same timeline as last year. We were one of the first matches out of the gates. And it's a bit early in the season, so everyone's kind of still breaking off some of the rust, but a lot of us attended Beef Bowl, so that helps. And we're all just eager to chomp out of the bit here and get rolling.
Yeah, for sure. And Daryl, obviously the Bombers had a game break there. You guys ready to rock and roll? And we see Global at Sherwood Bowl has started once again, so you guys get the spotlights on you. How's the team feeling getting into the second match for the season?
Yeah, I think we'll just put that first one to the side. I mean, again, we still played decent. Lumberjacks just had a big monster and didn't let up. So, you know what? We got to just stick to the game plan. You're right, a little bit of difference here in Sherwood Bowl. We're used to it. That's typically what happens in our second game. The lights go off, and we sort of play off in the corner a little bit. So nothing new to us. We just got to rise to the challenge, and the Maniacs are the ones that are in front of us. So I know it'll be a good match. We're looking forward to it. And, we're looking for a W. Obviously, we don't want to start the season 0-2. That's the goal.
Yeah, fair enough. So with that being said, Sean, for the first match.
Sorry?
Your lineup.
It is going to be Zach in the first spot, Michael Pelahati leading in the second, Don in the third spot. We've got Lonnie in the fourth, and Jack with our anchor. On the bench, we have Krista and Michael Wist ready to go. And I'll just be sitting out as manager.
Fair enough. And Daryl for the Bombers.
Yeah, not too much change, but a little tweak. So Sean will still be leadoff. Mark will be second. We'll slide Kristen Heller into third, Brett Mapstone into 4, and Heidi still in 5. So that'll leave us Stephen Jones on the bench to come in.
Amazing. Well, best of luck and throw lots of strikes.
Here we go. Good luck, Sean.
Good luck, guys.
All right, here we go. Match number 3 of the day. Do you expect to see any difference here for these teams?
Not too much. I wouldn't expect to see anything different than what we saw last year out of the Maniacs. Obviously picking up Michael there is pretty big for them. As far as how he had a season last year was pretty solid, but I think it'll be pretty status quo. Don't expect anything too crazy.
No, fair enough.
Yeah, a little bit of change there in third spot there for the Bombers. So let's see what Kristen can do. Let's see if she can help them secure a few more. Get another point here.
And we'll just quickly go over their rosters here. We'll have Katie go over the Maniacs.
For sure. So over on the Maniac side, we have Sean Dino, Zach Nilsson, Lonnie Akers, Jack Mookley, Michael Pelishati, Kristen Mulhall, Don Mardell, Michael Wist, manager Tracy Pitt, who is not there today, and then they're bowling out of Minto Bowl.
And for the Bombers, Vic.
Mark Johnstone, Steve Cummings, Heidi Mapstone, Sean Heller, Adam Kemp, Brett Mapstone, Stephen Jones, Kristen Heller. Manager is Daryl Bradley, bowling out of Sherwood Bowl in Sherwood Park.
Perfect. And like we said, they're playing under the global lights the second half of the day, working on their concentration.
Yeah, usually some music potentially playing. Don't see the disco lights running, so it's maybe a good thing.
Yeah. Michael Pelahadi, as Sean was saying, strike debut.
First one out of the gun. Hey, can't go wrong with that. His first shot, both for the season as well as for Pro League for official roster.
Minto Maniacs seeming to have some slight internet issues. I'm not sure if their devices are just disconnecting and then reconnecting, but we'll work on those as we go here to try and keep them up to date best we can.
Mark getting his chops spare, so seeing a nice little bit of a change here. Getting the marks where we can. Just missing right there for Dawn. Kristen's official first ball to Pro League. Unfortunate hit. Dawn getting her clean up there. So yeah, last year Minto Maniacs made it into the playoffs. Unfortunately, they were stopped by the Lumberjacks, so they didn't get to go any further. But that was their first round of playoffs that they've seen since being in the league. So
right,
it's always good to see new teams in the playoff run. So
good shot by Lonnie there. And Kristen's debut is a head pin.
That typically happens.
Yeah.
I think it's just there's so many like nerves and excitement, and then you just get a little bit flat on it, push it a little bit much, and then that's what happens.
You don't want to rip a 3-pin in your first one, right? So you
a little bit of extra pressure on yourself being the new one on the team.
Yeah, for sure. So 3 strikes for the Maniacs in the first frame. Not a bad start.
Yeah, Brett picking up where he left off, so we're on a strike as well. Heidi just a little bit thin on the left, I guess. Just didn't quite get the ball where it wanted to go for catching that corner. Good spare though.
Yeah.
So the age-old question: where does the Crushers get to play in Sherwood?
Yeah, there was talks that we were going to start on lane 4, but maybe lane 3. I guess it depends what's all in the center. Like last season, there was a lot of youth events when we got to play there, so yeah, pushed off to the sides, and which is fine. They got all new machines there at Sherwood Bowl, all new certified. So I don't know if there's a bad set in the house yet.
Yeah. New, early to the season, right? So
Yeah,
big retrofit to change out all 16 machines. So a lot of work involved in that.
Yeah, for sure. They made a big commitment to update their machines, and I know Dexter's a lot happier. Less maintenance so far on his side of things. So
yeah, I would think so. Now it's just preventative and general maintenance instead of how do I fix maintenance. So
working the kinks out of the new machines too, right? You're not too sure because they're obviously new machines to them, so they're not quite familiar with them. So making sure they're not running into too many issues.
Yeah, Sherwood Bowl they always make sure that they're in for the long haul.
Yeah,
And
they're committed to bowling.
Kristen just missing that one. She's just missing both sides of the head pin there. So he missed Michael's double, but he's on the board with a good double there. Keeping himself just ahead of Mark here. Got the cleanup.
Cleanup for Kristen. Couple frames in now. Ooh, Dawn heavy on the middle. So the Kristen Dawn match will remain very close.
Yep. A couple frames in, not in biggest end of the world. Brett with a double there.
Brett had a good first game of his 332, so he's continuing that trajectory.
Yeah, very, very consistent bowler is what I've always seen.
Yeah.
Brett, he doesn't take a lot of time on the approach, but he is relatively well locked in. There's not a lot that actually distracts him once he gets up there. So.
No. I know at the Beef Bowl there, he was having a little problem sliding on the Sunday, so he had a bit of a rough go. We ran into it pretty heavy there. Me and him had the first match, and it was within a ball, so that was a little scary.
Yeah, always can be. Lonnie gets himself a double.
There we go. Lots of strikes happening now.
Yeah, Heidi with her punch there. Looking to clean it up. Get herself as close as possible to Jack. We might not get to see him throw.
Yeah. Their devices are jumping off the Wi-Fi and then jumping back on, so we're continuing to work on that.
Looks like he threw a strike.
Yep.
trying to see the scoreboard as best we can as it comes back.
Got the double down below, and Zach is up on the lane.
Good shot
Strike
there
for
for
Zach.
him. Getting
He's
fired
pumped
up
up.
already. Yeah, they were saying a lot of them made the trip down to Beef Bowl. I didn't get to watch as much as I wanted to of the streams there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know a couple of them made it into Sunday. So it's always good to see the distribution of who makes Sundays from across the country.
Yep. It's neat seeing at WCBT just the amount of players from across the country.
Yeah, even the one thing I really like about Club Tour is seeing when they put up their stats, they'll put the flag beside them from where they're from.
Yeah.
And it's really nice to see the breakdown that way. Alberta stands out because it's a blue flag compared to a lot of the red from the east, but so does Quebec, I guess, with the blue flag as well. But it's easier to track when you're looking for Alberta bowlers on my side anyway.
Yeah, for sure.
There's Kristen with her strike. Her official first Pro League strike.
Yeah, good frame going here. Dawn just missed the middle, so Kristen with the advantage. Oh, I think we lost our camera again.
A little bit wide
Just
for
missing
Brett.
there. Welcome back, Katie.
Sorry, had to.
No, you're good. Carrie and I can chat. We take turns. Good half there for him.
Dawn
Dawn
just
with a
missing
rough frame
there.
there.
Open frame. Bomber's got a good frame going here. 4 marks in a row. Oh,
That's a chair.
we will just
Heidi just missing again.
Transition that. Will they fix that?
Triple there. So Lonnie's got himself a bit of a lead here against Brett. Heidi, tough miss for this. Trying for the spare there. Just getting the blow by. And Jack throws his triple. 3 triples up for the Maniacs for their first game of the year. It's a great start for them so far.
Bombers got decent start too. They just have the open down at the bottom, but 306 to we don't have a team total or 352. There we go. Yeah.
All the different scoring systems got to figure out where it's totally not, right?
Mm-hmm. Where it's hidden on the screen.
Yeah. Yeah, Siltronic is starting to show up a lot more places, that's for sure. I know Peace River, that's what they installed, and they changed ownerships there. So seeing that one there is kind of cool. I know it's one of the easier systems to manage, it seems, once you get it up and running.
Good cleanup there for Sean.
Yeah, good work there for Sean.
And Michael in his 5 PL debut with a ham bone right off the get-go.
Not wasting any time. If you're going to do it right, I guess, hey? Better shot there from Don.
Mark with the quick.
Mark with the 3-pin. Make the adjustment and come back a little bit. It's thrown a couple of really good balls before that, so. Just didn't quite get the carry there. Oh, Lonnie with a punch ends his streak. It gives the opportunity to Brett in that match to catch up a little bit there. See what Kristen can do.
Throwing a double
Push
here would be
herself a little
really
further
good.
forward here.
Oh, just doesn't get the 5 count. Kristen with a double. That's going to put her in a good position in her match.
Yep. Gives her a little bit of room to work. Ooh, punch there from Brett. So Zach gets his hand bone though, just before the screen goes off. Doing to flash it. It's okay. It's okay.
Get his cleanup there.
Heidi looking to get her strike here for the game, get herself rolling. Zach with his 4 to start, puts a little more pressure on, I think, just to get a good ball here from Heidi. Make sure that gives herself a chance. Looks better.
Oh, it wiggled and just doesn't go.
Things looking pretty good for the Maniacs so far this game. Lots of strikes going across the board. Not a lot of spare opportunities. Most of the misses have been head pins.
Try to give this another refresh, see if we can get a clear picture on their scoreboard. And that was probably the wrong call.
Oh, and
Great shot.
Shot for Sean.
Head pin for Zach. It's a problem with technical difficulties behind the scenes. I know Zach and Sean are trying to fix it, and weighs heavy on a person.
Mark going up. He gets his strike. Two pin on his head pin. Oh, and a head pin for Kristen.
It's a tough 9 count for Zach there. A little bit of room for Sean in that match now. Just 7 pins up. That's what the count is.
Oh, corner.
Good cleanup though from Kristen. Giving everything that's available to her.
Spare.
Gets the spare.
Yeah, that's good.
Brett. Oh, I thought that was going to go.
Yeah, 3 pin just kind of died there. Didn't get the deflection off of it properly.
And the spare for him.
Good spare though.
Great
Dawn
shot.
with the strike. Got herself a double.
That double's going to bring her back into keeping that match close.
Good shot there from Heidi. Getting her first strike of the game.
Lonnie a little quick there. Pulled it left.
And capitalizes on the spare though.
Good spare though.
Really good cover on that.
Yeah, keep it black and keep his little bit of advantage that he has.
Mhm.
Pins there.
Especially with Brett having the spare, it doesn't really hurt him to have a spare over a strike there.
That's right. Yeah. Let's see what Zach can do here. He's starting off really well. He's keeping that
Jack
gap there for his team.
Oh, quick.
7.
Yeah, head pin deuce.
Yeah, he came out of that one not looking happy. Let's see with the walk. Gets one side though.
All right.
Cleanup though.
So 5:35 for the Bombers for first half against 6:57 for the Maniacs. So advantage to the Maniacs, but we got the last half of this match coming up.
Cargill is proud to be supporting a truly Canadian sport like 5-pin bowling. We look forward to watching some great competition from many competitors and bowling centers across our country. With hundreds of locations across Canada, Cargill is committed to helping the Canadian farmer thrive. Whether it is selling commodities, getting agronomic advice, fertilizer needs, crop protection, and marketing expertise, Cargill is here to help. So please enjoy this bowling. Thank you.
All right, here we go. I'm just fixing the scoreboard, so no need to worry about that.
Ooh, clear.
It is there. Just need to readjust it here. All right. We're good.
Nice. All right. Sean's starting it up with a strike. Exactly what you would want from your leadoff player coming out of the commercial break.
Hot.
Yeah, this year a little bit shorter, but it's still kind of feels close to the same. But
Yeah, it's about a minute shorter, but hopefully here in a few weeks it will be back up to that 3.5 minutes.
Yeah. It is nice to see a lot of the same sponsors from previous years. And obviously you've got your title sponsors being in Cargill division as well as in Schwartz division, still there. So that's always awesome to see. And then obviously, WCBT putting something up this year with that. I always love seeing bowling supporting bowling, so that's always good. Brad's promotional, doing their job, and there's one more. I forgot the other one.
JB Rains.
JB Rains. I knew I was going to do it. Mr. Rainsberger doing his thing, always supporting bowling as well. So I was going to write them down. I'm like, now I'll remember them.
Just the corner to go there. Yeah. But with Kristen having back-to-back head pins, that is a great count on that double.
Yeah, that'll put Dawn ahead here a little bit. Gets the spare. Good stick slow from Kristen.
Looks like we got our cameras all figured out with the Maniacs.
Looking great there. This match between Brett and Lonnie, super close at the halfway point. So they're both going to want to take advantage of these spares. Lonnie does with a strike. Brett just a little bit outside. And then punches out on that middle shot. A little bit of a penalty for missing the middle.
Yeah, always a tough one. Missing the middle and then hitting it, but hitting it too good. Right?
Yeah.
Still gets the cleanup, gets the 15. Making sure there's always points collected on each ball.
Jack opening up there.
Jack just misses his spare opportunity
Gives
there.
Heidi an opportunity here. Oh, and she just a little bit too heavy.
So about 150 pin difference for 4 frames. But a couple doubles working up top can hopefully gain some points back. But once again, the Maniacs got 4 marks working.
Yeah, that'll help them a lot there for sure.
Yeah, just avoiding open frames, right?
Yeah, doing everything you can to keep that as a minimum. If you're throwing marks up, obviously strikes are best. Doubles are your best opportunity across the board to build up your points, but marks
he
are
just
still marks.
Threw that one a little bit. Just got it a little bit, his hand too far behind it, and cranked it out to the right.
Better ball. Gets the spare. Yeah, Zach telling himself to keep it cool, keep it together after throwing that 3-pin. Gets the spare out of it.
Seen that quite a bit today.
Unfortunately. Mark gets a
Johnny.
triple.
Yeah. Keeping that match as close as possible after Michael's hot start.
Yeah, not letting that one get too far away.
Ooh. 3-pin. Back-to-back 3-pins.
It's like we're going to see Stephen Jones going in for Kristen Heller.
Oh, yeah. No super spare for Michael.
No. A great count, though.
Steven with his first ball of the game punches the head pin out. Still counting against Kristen officially, but not being a team player. No. 12 count for that frame. So.
Kind of interesting in these matchups, like the first week of the season, like as much as obviously every match matters because it's 12, you only get 12 matches. You can't worry about the bad ones at the beginning because it's going to come down to it at the end.
That's right.
Nothing you can do about the first ones. They're in the past, but obviously you don't want to put yourself in too big a hole to start. And we have another super spare from Brett Mapstone.
Lonnie takes full advantage. Throws himself a double there. Heavy double, but still a double. Yeah, 3 marks already up for the Maniacs, with Lonnie's double also counting. That was different.
Yeah, ball side blow through for Heidi.
Yeah.
And Jack picks up where he left off in the 4th frame.
Good spare though from Heidi.
Deficit remains the same, 150.
Yeah, no change. Yeah, 4 marks up for Bombers there. Unfortunately, just the 1 strike, 3 spares. Sean, heavy hit. Doesn't get the push from the 3-pin. Just kind of died. Heavy hit on the other side from Zach, but a little different break. Sean with the spare. Keeping his lead there.
Oh. And Zach picks his as well.
Keeping things within ball and a bit, basically, between the two of them.
Oh, and a punch from Mark. Keeping things close still. Michael with the strike.
Good side there from Mark. Unfortunately, another punch there in that third spot makes it a little tough. But Don with the missed blow by makes it not hurt as much. So Steven catching a little bit of a break there with Don's miss there. Cleanup though. Both sides getting their cleanup. So 35 pin difference there in the second match, in the third match. Sorry. Both with open frames. Brett with a great shot. Lonnie matches. His is a triple though. Keeps his going. Heidi's needing to throw a good ball here just to keep herself even close. So she pulled it right. Just gotta figure it out. Doesn't have the help. Jack with his strike. Gets himself a double. 4 marks counting again for the Maniacs. And those marks counting is
Yeah,
it just keeps pushing that score so far.
100%.
Good spare there for Heidi. 3 marks there for the Bombers.
And the other two were middle hits, just a little bit tight.
Yeah, cleaning up the wood, but yeah, punches are not as helpful to making the score go up higher.
Oh, great shot by Sean.
Good shot there. Yeah, starting the 9th frame, Bombers definitely need all the help they can get to get this one going here in their favor. Zach with his strike, keeping himself within 30.
And a great shot by Johnny. Yep. They are turning it on now. There's still a little bit of time left in this game. There is a little bit of hope, but they're really going to have to be solid throughout the rest of 9 and 10.
Yep, that's right.
Another great shot by Steven. You could tell right out of his hand that was a good ball.
Yeah, going where it needed to be. It's a good solid shot. Michael looking to make his spare here. Oh,
that's a big hit on that match. That was really close up to that point. It's still really close, but that a spare there would have been ideal.
made things a lot easier for him.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Brett, just a little quick, just throwing it past there on the right side. Gets the spare though. Keeping team total as best he can. He's got some work to do to keep up to Lonnie, but can't fault the guy when he's got a triple thrown at him. Don, much better ball than last frame, gets the strike. And her lead there as well. Good ball from Von, from Heidi.
All right.
Pushes for the hambo and he gets it.
Nice. Hambone.
Lonnie's making sure that gap is there. Not giving up at all in that fourth match. Gets the chop out of it. So looking at 180 sticks here before this ball is thrown. Basically 190 if he gets the spare. Not insurmountable, but need a lot of help on both sides here. So. Bombers set themselves up pretty good. 5 marks all the way down, 4 room strikes. It's 3 strikes and a spare, counting in 9. Lonnie with the double counting.
Mm-hmm.
Will make a lot of difference.
Oh, he wiggles the head pin.
Wow.
And Sean gets the strike.
Strike.
That's going to give Bombers that first point in that match.
Yeah, 244 max for Zach there.
Yeah.
So Sean is just going to tack on for total here.
And I was going to say another one for good measure, but a head pin there. Throwing that first strike in 10, though, was huge, not only for his own point, but also just to get the team going a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. Secures the win for them and make sure that keep rolling here a little bit. Yeah, it's 269 there for him. And a 3-pin to finish for Zach. 232. So again, this first ball here for Mark is going to be play pretty big into how Michael needs to play his 10th frame.
And gets to the side.
Oh,
just a little bit outside, so it doesn't carry that left corner or the right corner.
But spare is huge now.
This is a close match here.
This is possible tie.
Yes. 284.
Yeah.
That's what we're looking at here. Everybody picks up all sticks.
Oh, just out the 3-pin.
Mark gets the spare.
Yeah, that was.
So Michael cleans the big side. Mark has to throw more than a corner. Right.
And he does.
Yeah.
Okay. So now it's in Mark's hands. A strike here to win his point.
Yep.
Corner pin remaining will leave a tie.
Looks
Thin.
Oh, and just
loss.
too thin. The chop to lose by 3. Sorry, by 3.
3. Yeah.
It's a Sunday. It's okay, Katie.
Yeah. He did what he needed to do. Didn't want to punch. It's just a tad thin.
Exactly, yeah. And that one,
Yeah, Steven went
just
wide
quick.
on that one.
Looked like his hand kind of came through underneath the ball a little bit funny. Timing wasn't quite right on that shot.
Yeah, I think Don threw the first one and then waited to see what was going to happen next.
Didn't get it to push over. Dawn gets her spare.
Yeah.
So that's going to
It's
give
that
another
damage.
point to the Maniacs. And a cap on the top, just for good measure.
Just to make sure for team.
Great shot by Brett. He can max out at a 270.
All right, shot there from Lonnie. Gets himself a
Shot from
Yahtzee.
I'm on it. I'm on it. There it is.
Right.
Don't all fight for it.
Brett, quick.
Still a good day though for Brett, averaging 280.
100%, yeah. Another great shot for Lonnie. That's our first 6-pack of the day, hey?
Yeah.
Little 5-pin Bruniverse action. Wiggles the 2-pin again for Heidi and just doesn't get it to go.
It's kind of story of the game for it's tough hits.
7.
And a
Oh,
little shaky
7.
martini for Mr. Akers.
Another 372. Isn't that what Sylvain threw in the last game?
It is what Sylvain
It
threw
is.
last game.
Yes.
Crazy. All right. So
It's going to be up to Jack to get our first 1400 here.
A little bit wild there.
got to it. That's all we needed.
And another corner for Heidi, finishing with the 227.
So Bombers kind of run into rough ones, 2 1400s.
Yeah, not the greatest game for them, 12-18, but a lot of middle hits. So something positive to work off for sure. Jack finishing it off, gets 14-15 for the team, 294 for himself.
Yeah.
7-1 win for them.
All right, we'll pull them off the screen here. Our beautiful faces back up there, and then welcome in our managers. So from the Maniacs, we have acting manager Sean Dino and Daryl for the Bombers. Hey guys. We'll start with the Bombers. Daryl, you guys kind of ran into 2 buzzsaws today, 2 1400s.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be short and sweet interview there, guys. 2 1400s. The other teams beat us today. There's not much we could have done coming up against that. So that's the way this league goes. You know what? There we go. It is good for them. Good job to the both Maniacs and Lumberjacks for big games. That's we're running into some good games.
Yeah. Sean, so with that being said, Lonnie with the 372, big game for him. Michael debut with a 4-bagger right off the bat.
That's why we signed him. That was actually part of the stipulation is we said if you don't throw at least 3 in a row off the hop, you're off the team. So he held his bargain, so I guess he gets to stay. Yeah. Big game by Lonnie as well. I mean, great start to the season. Honestly, I don't think Lonnie played 4-spot at all last year, and I was nervous putting him there, but he obviously held his own. He's obviously got enough experience and talent to play anywhere in the lineup. But I'm glad we structured it the way we did. Zach was a little shaky off his lead, but as a team, we played pretty solid, so I'm happy. Sorry for the 1400, Daryl. But
No, nothing you can do. But that's you got to go out and throw in the sleep, right?
Yeah.
It'll be a stat I think that the Bombers will watch. I don't know if we pissed people off, but that's a big starting number that we're going to have to be able to match, right?
Yeah.
We thought you guys were going to come with a vengeance after losing by the 2 pins at the end of the season last year. So
Well, we certainly
Maybe
had
we
the
have-
intent of doing it, and I think our guys played well, right?
oh yeah,
we
you
left-
guys battled back hard.
At leash and played well, but still a couple of head pin troubles. And all of a sudden, you look at the scoreboard, and the other team's got four bagger, and you get that little bit of tense feeling like shit. Now I'm chasing somebody already. We just simply had the attitude like have faith, and there's going to be a chance. There's going to be a chance, and there was no chance at the end of the day. But you have to tell your guys something, right? So it's tough to take 2 points to start is not ideal. But now that they're on the board, there's nothing you can go back and change. So we're back in 2 weeks. Again, we'll goldfish memory and lose this out of the way, and
That's why there's 10 more matches.
it's a tough, but it is what it is.
Yep.
We'll move on.
All right. Well, with that being said, tough day for the Bombers, but we'll see you back in 2 weeks, and Maniacs, we'll see you in about 4 minutes.
Sounds good.
All
Have a
right.
good week.
See ya. Good job.
Cargill is proud to be supporting a truly Canadian sport like 5-pin bowling. We look forward to watching some great competition from many competitors and bowling centres across our country. With hundreds of locations across Canada, Cargill is committed to helping the Canadian farmer thrive. Whether it is selling commodities, getting agronomic advice, fertilizer needs, crop protection, and marketing expertise, Cargill is here to help. So please enjoy this bowling. Thank you.
I'll go through anything to get where I wanna be. Nothing you throw at me gonna knock me off of my feet. It might take everything, so if you want it, you gotta be ready to bleed. 'Cause I'll go through anything, and you're gonna have to go through me.
We're back.
Well, all right.
Match.
We're about to get into our next match here. We'll bring in our managers, but I can see acting manager Sean right now is throwing balls on the lane. So we'll bring in Nat here to start our interviews. So we have the Eclipse versus the Maniacs.
Hey,
Hey, Natalie, how's it going?
good. How are you? Ignore
Good.
that. Yeah.
No worries. Yeah, so obviously you guys got 2 matches in, kind of tail of the tape on either side here. Eclipse had a rough match against the Lumberjacks, and Maniacs had a great match against the Bombers. So one team looking to bounce back and one team trying to keep the ball rolling. So with that being said, how's the Eclipse feeling after that game break?
Good. We were throwing over the break. I think jitters should hopefully be under control now, and people are throwing more like themselves out there. So I think we'll be good.
Awesome. And Sean, obviously big highs, especially Lonnie with that 372. How's everybody feeling coming up in this match against the Eclipse?
We're feeling good. Despite the awesome game, we are switching things up just to get all our bowlers in there. First week, you want to get some jitters off. So it's changed up a little bit. So we'll see how this next match goes, but I have confidence.
For sure. With that being said, Natalie, what's the Eclipse lineup for the this match? Sorry.
Same lineup. We're sticking with the same.
All right. So we have Debbie, Bailey, Adam, Kyle, Shelley, and Brandon on the bench.
Correct.
And Sean for the Maniacs.
Yeah, so we've got Michael Wist leading us off. Myself, I'm getting put in the match for the 2 spot. Don, Lonnie, and Jack are bottoming out the lineup. And then on the bench, we've got Michael Pelahady and Chris Mulhall ready to go. And Zach will be sitting out playing the manager role.
Perfect. That guy throws a 4-bagger, throw him straight onto the bench. Sounds great to me.
Exactly. he's got to learn all aspects of the game.
That's true.
Nobody's safe.
Well, all right. Well, best of luck. Next ball you throw counts, and have a great last one.
Thanks.
Good luck, guys.
Good luck.
All right. Here we go. Last match of the day. We made it.
We did.
I think
I
this is
actually have meeting time in the middle of last match. I'm like, oh, we still have 2 more to go after this. We're only 2 games in. Like, we're 3 down.
Yeah.
3 down, 1 to go.
Cruising. We will have Vic, the Eclipse.
Bailey Lawson, Debbie Ely, Kyle Young, Adam Rick. You even said it last time. I still
Right chart. I'm pretty sure.
Chris Bradford, Lindsay Christensen, Shelley Stouchnow, Trevor Ratchwelski, team manager Natalie Young, who was there on the screen, bowling out of Lincoln Lanes.
Amazing. And over on the Minto Maniac side, we have Sean Dino, Zach Nelson, Lonnie Akers, Jack Muckley, Michael Pelachatti, Krista Mulhall, Don Mardell, Michael Wist with team manager Tracy Pitt out of Minto Bowl. I swear
don't know.
likes being the one to pull up the names, but then have other people read it so that he doesn't have to ever challenge any of the last names on there.
That's right. Or you just cheat and maybe it's just first names. This is all you need to do.
This is the tech director's role is I just provide the information and let the commentators do the work.
That's fine.
With that all being said, if people don't know where Minto Bowl is, it is in Prince Albert, Saskatchewan. Obviously, why you see a bunch of Saskatchewan players on, but for a lot of our viewers, you may not know who they are. And as you play, as you watch, you'll get to know them better and their how they bowl. Not a great start for both teams.
Yeah, Bailey getting a second crack here. Struggling the first match here.
Unfortunately, Natalie's hands were tied because she couldn't start the emergency sub.
Yeah.
That is right.
They have to.
He still gets a chance to prove himself.
That's right.
And we see our first Bailey Lawson mark of the 2025 season.
Yeah.
A 5 spare.
Poor Bailey. We give him a rough time. He's a great player. He obviously helped start the Eclipse and joined the league from the very beginning. And a rough start for him is always a light mood on him. We know he can play with the best of them.
Another head pin over on the Minto Maniacs side with Sean throwing his first ball of the 2025 season as a head pin as well. Adam starting this game off a little better than last time with strike in frame 1.
Yeah, I think he's got the new season jitters out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
Took him about half the game to kind of find his stride. Making a run. Bit of a run that game.
Yeah.
Kyle with a good spare there.
Shelley trying things out again, hoping to get a little bit more rolling. She found it at the end of her last match against the Lumberjacks, so hopefully this time it comes right from frame 1 for her. Dawn throwing a big strike in frame 1 over on the Maniacs. Lonnie back in that 4 hole after a big 372 last game.
Doesn't want to start himself with a lot of pressure, so
No.
throws
That's
a
place to
split.
put it. I would rather have the split to start the next game than to put it at the end of the last game when I had a big game going. So
That's right. Yeah. Had the 3-pin playing right to get it over there. Just
for sure, yeah.
nothing extra to count for it.
Oh, and that
Unfortunately,
5.
Shelley punches out her head pin after missing the first ball.
Yeah. So Jack is going to need to get some kind of mark on the board to have the mark advantage going into frame 2 for the Maniacs. Then they put the 2 spares and a strike up on the board over on the Eclipse side.
Yeah, looking to have extra balls counting if you throw in the strike here. And he does just that.
So I guess they're actually even in marks with the 2 spares instead of 1 strike. Both will be counting 4 balls.
Yeah, and I see. I'm trying to think back to last game. Eclipse changed lanes. They're on lane 5
I
this
was going to say that
Sweet.
also, that they look
Yeah.
like they changed lanes for this game.
Yeah, they were on lane 2 last match.
2, sorry.
Yeah. This just gives them maybe a different little mental reset.
Better heater placement? Who knows? Who knows what the back end is set up, right?
Yeah. And a great shot by Michael List.
I think it's always good on these teams, like if they have that option. If you have a rough game, if you can move to a different lane, like what's the harm in that? And you're in the same center. It's not like you're moving bowling centers.
For sure. I feel like it's no different than when we're playing, a cash event or we're playing the open or anything, and you have a rough game on a set. And like, I think the majority of bowlers would go, okay, well, at least I'm like getting off this set now. I'm moving to a new set. It's going to be different over there, right? So the ability to be able to do that in Pro League as well, if you have the lanes available, is just a nice way to refresh and restart.
Yeah, exactly. Especially when we keep saying it, but there's only 12 matches in a season, so every match is so heavy, right? Like,
yeah,
it's hard to go back to the same set where you just had a dog of a match and have to rebound.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah,
out
when you've
for
got multiple teams playing in the same centers, like you look at how Bonnie Doon is set up.
Mhm.
You usually try and have pretty decent gaps between the sets, or between the teams playing. So, sure, they've got a lot of lanes, but I know they've got leagues in at the same time as well. So, plagues on that. Grand Prairie, we're going to have the 2 teams not necessarily playing always at the same time, but can always be in the building at the same time. We'll have 1 match head to head, but that'll be about it. So, actually, when I looked at the schedules, they don't overlap too badly. I think there's only 1 day or 2 days that we end up playing.
Yeah. It is always nice when you have that second team or third team playing in the building. I know there's been a couple weeks in previous seasons where the Crushers are playing on 2 and the Pros are playing on 4 and the Bombers are playing over on 16. Like, it is nice to kind of have that just noise and atmosphere in the building a little bit, but oh, great shot by Lonnie. Back on it.
Lonnie's right back at it.
Another great
Adam
shot.
with a great shot there.
On the Maniac side, Dawn is their only female on the lineup. Is that?
The only one available today.
Krista's on the bench.
Oh, Crystal's on the bench? Okay.
Krista Mahal.
Krista Mahal, yeah. I just couldn't remember if they were one of the teams that only had 1 female on their roster.
No, they are 2 options available, and I think that most league teams have gotten 2. There's some with 3, some with. I think there was even one with 4.
Yeah.
So
well, next in the 1 season they had 4 because they had Julie and Madison, Haley and Jenna.
Yeah.
Julie and Madison have both gone to other teams, but they still are carrying those 2 females with them.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. If you have the option to carry more than one, I'm sure they appreciate that as well, because
Yes. Yeah.
it's a heavy burden to
It's
know
tough
that you're
being the
stuck.
only female there. Yeah, it is tough. All right, Shelly looking to start things up here in frame 2. Maniacs putting up a great second frame. Just that chop miss from Dawn in the middle, but strikes all around her. A double working at the bottom.
Shelley with another miss there. Trying to get back to the middle here with the spare as the target.
There we go.
Gets it. Something to work with.
That's right. Working hard out there. All right. Maniacs with a great frame. Those 4 strikes, 1 double.
Mm-hmm.
Looking to keep it going here.
Yeah, that looks like it has some potential. Oh, great shot.
Debbie.
Even early on the lane, you could tell that one was tracking right to the right place. Michael M is striking 3-2.
You can see in most bowlers' mannerisms, as soon as they let go of the ball, if it's decent or not. If it has a good chance, read it on them.
And that's the nice thing about this league is there's players who maybe you don't run up against in too many tournament events or in person, but you get to see enough of their bowling and enough of their demeanor when they bowl, and even just their delivery that, like, there's players that I don't know personally very well, but I've seen them throw enough balls through 5PL that you can tell pretty instantly when they put it on the lane what's going to happen.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Bailey getting roasted on that one and then penalizing himself by missing the spare.
Yeah, it's always a tough one when you feel like it's a really good shot and then.
Yeah.
That might be for me, Victor. You were asking earlier which was worse or what did I find more frustrating. That might be the most frustrating one for me in bowling. When you throw the shot and get roasted on the corner and you shouldn't even be having to shoot for it and then you miss it. I think that might be the one that boils my blood the most out of anything.
Grinds your gears.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we've seen a bunch of head pins up here now. Sean having his own, not being able to clean up a lot of the wood, and now Adam's throwing one on the opposite side here, ending his double, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Giving the opportunity here for Dawn, if she can get the spare, to make sure she's nice and close, which she does. She's basically sitting 52 right now. Ball in hand. 66 for Adam.
Yeah.
One pin advantage if they both strike out.
Yeah.
I would love to see that. Like, just both of them run the sheet right now.
Yeah.
Why not? We need that on a Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, like we had a couple 372s, but we haven't had a 400 this season yet. And I know we're only in week 2, but fun to see.
Come on. Where's the 400s? What's happening?
So
we wouldn't do it justice without giving a little bit of shout out. There's a little Autumn Open satellite happening right now, and Mr. Bobby Kite threw a 448 this morning.
Yeah.
I just watched that, actually. I was distracted by that.
Paradise Lanes.
Yeah. Amazing bowling by Bobby.
There's also a little cash
Child
event
Carnage.
going on up at Hypertension Escape Lanes in Dawson Creek right now.
Yeah, home of the Northern Knockouts.
Home of the Northern Knockouts. So they are hosting a little cash tournament. And it sounds like they're having a great time up there. So congratulations to everyone that made the cut up at that event. And good luck in the Sunday finals.
There's lots of Pro League players up there. Julia Robko from Average Pros is there. A bunch of GP Holy Rollers are up there. I think there's even a Rascal or two.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there was one Rascal that made the cut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tyler with the Caribou Thunder is up there.
Oh, yeah. Thunder
Carter
players.
Stretch is there. Julie's there. Kevin McAlpine.
Tompkins brothers.
Robert Tompkins. Tyler McLean. Riley Latondra. Yeah, lots of them. Steve Petrosivic. Sasha Latondra. Tommy Tompkins. Julio's, Richie and Ryan. Darcy Latondra are all playing on the Sunday finals. So lots of 5PL representation up at that event.
Yeah, Bailey doing it again. Threw a decent ball in left corner.
Stop punishing yourself, Bailey. Just pick it.
Yeah.
There you
Got
go.
it.
Yeah. Michael and Sean starting this frame strong. Michael with a quick triple. Mr. Whist.
He's a guy that I've always hated bowling against. He's too nice. We always have great matches whenever him and I used to play.
Do you think there's rivalries between players or just teams?
I think there's player rivalries too.
Yeah.
Great shot.
I 100% think so.
Both these teams are coming alive in the fourth frame.
Yeah.
Lots of strikes on the board from both of them. Here's another one for Lonnie.
And Lonnie is locked in.
You know what? It's because he's in the 4-hole. There is no better position than the 4-hole. I love that spot.
Tell Harvey that.
Heidi's trying to steal it from me on like our open teams and things, but absolutely not. I love that spot.
Wonder how Heidi's loving being put in the anchor position on the Bombers. Now that she solidified her 4-hole on the Edmonton ladies team.
Yeah, that was outrageous to even. Yeah. I'm stealing it back next season. This season, I'm back to 4-hole. That's my spot. I'll fight her for it.
Jack opening up here in the fourth frame, slowing down the Maniacs roll there, but
Shelly doing the same thing over on the other side, right?
Yeah.
She hits that head pin and put it into the marks that came at the top of the order.
a bit of a match going on here, keeping it tight.
Just making sure there's a little drama involved.
Yeah. It's for our fans. Nobody likes to see blowouts unless it's for your team. But if you're watching two teams that you really don't have any invested interest in, you're just watching it for the sport, you want to see a close match. You don't want to see a blowout.
Yeah.
You want to see it come down to the 10th frame, third ball.
Oh, and another great shot for Michael.
Oh, it's a ham
New
bone.
Jack, Michael Wiss.
And we covered up Debbie's head pin. Ugh. Sorry, Debbie.
A good count here will help. Oh, and another great shot for Sean.
Yeah.
Broke the pattern.
Yep. Got his odd lane pattern.
Mm-hmm.
The odd frame pattern. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I used to say in the odd lane when you that's your pattern, except you go on one lane in Pro League.
Yeah.
It's
It's
always
funny
the
how
left lane's
sometimes
fault.
yeah, it's funny how it sometimes still seems to come out though, even when you're playing on one lane.
Yeah.
We've seen it many times where someone like continues to punch on just the even frames or
Job by Don. Now we got doubles rolling down here for the Maniacs.
yep. They are coming alive heading into that commercial break.
Bailey.
Oh, and he knew it.
He turned around and didn't even want to watch it.
So what begs the difference, because he got roasted ball side on those other two left corners. What was different about that ball in the left pocket than the other two? Was he just saying it's a strike or I'm done?
Yeah, probably. Only if this isn't a strike.
Yes. That's the answer. Yes. To be honest, it looked like he looked aggressive on it.
Yeah.
Versus just kind of getting it there. So.
I thought the same thing. I think that his body language as he delivered the ball was just a lot more confident. The other two, they hit the pocket, but they just didn't have the same roll on them as that one did.
Fair enough. Lonnie had a straight on head pin here, so they're just making a correction here on his
score and pin.
Out.
Great cleanup by Adam. That messy 10.
Yeah, good for sticks, but not good for
no.
Not good for the frame.
Kyle probably a little happy seeing Lonnie slow his roll a little bit so he can get back into this match with him.
Took advantage by throwing the double up there.
Yeah.
That's all you can do. You can't win back all of the deficit in one frame, but just plug along, do what you can, and that put him back really close.
Yeah, puts him back within ball and change, I guess.
Mm-hmm. So. We've said it before, those doubles just make a huge difference.
Yeah.
Oh, great shot, but a little bit outside on that right side.
Push it.
It's going to stay there.
Everybody's yelling for it to go. Just stays there. Sometimes it's fun having the live mics on the lanes because then you can hear the reactions, and then it's like you get the quiet. It's a live mic.
And some matching corner spares at the end of the fifth frame.
Yeah.
Take us into the commercials.
Yeah, 585 for the Minto Maniacs to 504. So we're 81 pins difference and 3 doubles working for the Maniacs. We'll jump into our commercial and bring back the last half of the match.
Cargill is proud to be supporting a truly Canadian sport like 5-pin bowling. We look forward to watching some great competition from many competitors and bowling centres across our country. With hundreds of locations across Canada, Cargill is committed to helping the Canadian farmer thrive. Whether it is selling commodities, getting agronomic advice, fertilizer needs, crop protection, and marketing expertise, Cargill is here to help. So please enjoy this bowling. Thank you.
All right. Last half of the last match of the day. Maniacs with a slight lead at 81 pins, but got some doubles working.
Yeah.
Yeah, those doubles will be the kicker to this. If you're able to capitalize on any of those, then see that score kind of bounce up just that much more.
Yeah. Eclipse definitely looking a little bit more settled in this match, though. Like you can see throwing the ball in the pocket a little bit better.
Getting a lot more spares than they did that first match.
Yeah.
Oh, great shot by Debbie.
And this is where that commercial break plays a role, right?
Yeah,
Some
just
teams come up swinging, and some teams were on a run, and it just kind of freezes them out a little bit.
Yeah, it definitely breaks the game apart as well. It gives you a definite front and back when traditionally you just keep throwing, and then it's like, oh, you're an 8, 9, 10. Okay.
And a double for Bailey.
4 pocket left shots.
Yeah.
Gets rewarded for 2 of them.
Well, it's because you finally spared one. You
Yeah,
got the
that's
spare
right.
in the second attempt. So now it's
And like
just
you guys said, threw it a little bit more aggressively or whatever that change was.
Yeah. Oh, great shot there.
There you go. Eclipse coming out hot after the commercial.
Adam originally was from Calgary, was he not?
Correct, yeah.
Great shot by Sean, keeping his double rolling.
Yeah, Adam is, I think, completed schooling or still in schooling to become a lawyer
Yes.
Okay.
out in the Kelowna region.
Oh, great shot there.
Great shot there.
Another triple. 2 doubles still alive.
Strikes are just rolling, both teams.
Yeah, see what Shelly can do here. She's been on the middle of this game a lot more. Push it.
Oh,
Still just can't get that to go for the strike. Oh,
good job, Lonnie.
Yep.
Yeah, Lonnie had a tough beef bowl, but sure is not showing it this week.
No.
Good spare
Hangs
there
on
from Shelly.
spare.
Great frame by the Eclipse. And great frame by the Maniacs. Okay.
As much as Jack may not be happy with that shot.
Yeah. Both these teams are coming out swinging after the commercial break.
Yeah.
Team total within 100. Lots of marks working on both sides, though, so it could swing heavily one way or another at any point in time here, depending on what people do in frame 7.
Close. Yep.
Great shot. Yeah.
Like you said, you can tell when person releases the ball, like, oh yeah, that they're confident in it, or they know it's close, so they're holding their follow through.
Matching one from Michael.
Bailey, can you repeat? Throwing the ball really good now. Ooh, we pulled that one.
Yeah. Just right from the time he, even in his like walking, he just seemed a little bit more left than usual, and everything just stayed on that side. Nothing came back to the middle. Sean with his ham bone.
Yeah. Good push there for his.
And oh, I thought he was gonna get the kickback off the wall for that spare.
Trying for that string pull.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't like the left corner pin anyways.
That's not.
Oh,
Oh, and it
oh
goes.
it's down.
It
That
did.
is down. Yep.
Yeah. Something pushed it.
Just walked off the back, I think.
Sure, but the scorer didn't.
Yeah.
We've seen it all live. We watched it disappear.
Yeah, and I was watching that tubing because it did look like it was wiggling and ready to go. So
Adam, unfortunately, we just split there.
All right.
Punch that one out.
So giving Kyle a bit of an advantage here. They're both throwing really good in that match.
yeah, that match is basically just who's putting the head pins in different spots because they're both just throwing strikes and head pins.
Yeah. Good cleanup.
Cleanup though.
We have a ham bone.
They are all over the place this game.
Yeah. The graphics are being utilized.
Yep.
And if
It's
you
been a
want to be
busy
an
day for graphics.
advertiser, you can be the 4-bagger award if you want, or the 5-bagger, or we can do any type of advertising. Let's keep that in mind.
Square or double there for Jack.
And she gets
Hey,
right to go. Yeah. On top of the we were talking about you can be the 4-bagger advertiser or have your package, your advertising run in our commercial package. We also are looking for tech directors. If that's something that interests you, you can always reach out to 5-Pin Universe and get in touch. We can go through a little bit of questions on that with you. Anything to help grow the game, grow the league. We are always open to answer questions about those things.
Debbie with the split.
Michael
Michael's
gets
a
his
double.
strike. Keeps his lead there. He's probably wanting that 6th frame back, at least the second ball anyway.
Yeah. Almost clips the 3-pin on that shot. She had the right idea, having to go a little bit outside to try to get something to swing over to that left side, but just missed.
Sean doesn't get his Yahtzee, but great count on his double.
And spares it. Keeps the black marks rolling for him. And continues to put some space between him and Bailey.
Yeah, Bailey looking to get back at it here.
Left again.
To left again. That one's going to be left as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Our strings of strikes are coming to an end here. Kyle's the last one alive with a 4-bagger sitting.
Good cover by Bailey. Nice cover by Dawn to keep her marks running.
Yeah, just got herself a decent lead right now over Adam.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And a great
There
shot.
you go,
Just got
Adam.
himself a strike there.
Kind of built up that lead to 150 now, so Maniacs looking to keep that bubble.
Yeah. A lot of the matches are still within striking distance. Like even Adam, he can get up to a 287. So right now, Dawn is sitting at her 237. So she needs 50 more in the next 2 frames to lock him out. That top match, Michael has quite a lead now with the double working on Debbie.
Yeah, he's looking at 352 max is where he will play out to.
Kyle has quite a lead working on Lonnie now that Lonnie's had those back-to-back head pins.
Yeah.
Lonnie maxing out at 273 there, so Kyle's in 2 frames, just needs to throw up another 30 pins to walk it out.
Yeah.
Jack trying to get a walk away there.
Yeah.
Leaving the corner standing.
Still a great frame by the Maniacs. The Eclipse, if Shelly can cover this up, keeping the marks alive.
Jack gets his spare there. So 4 marks on the board for Minto. And 4 marks on the board for Eclipse. Lots of spares working in that frame for both teams.
Maniacs with a slight advantage with that double working up top.
Yeah. And 138 pin advantage as well. So this is the time that Eclipse is really going to have to strike if they're going to want to come back in this match.
All right. See if Debbie can put a little pressure on. There you
Gets
go.
the strike, so she can max out at a 256.
Michael pulls that for the 3-pin.
So,
He can't be shut out even if he doesn't spare this up, but you want to get as many points as you can so your 10th frame doesn't have to be massive. Ooh.
Bailey punching out that 3-pin in his spare attempt. Kind of keeps Sean in the lead. A little more comfortable than probably Bailey wanted it to be.
Yeah. So Maniacs are in control of 4 of the matches. Just gotta keep them going.
Sean matching the chop off here.
Oh, Adam had a chance to jump back into that match with that double. Hey, big spare.
blows by on his 5 count.
It's a lot of pins showing on the deck there.
So he can now get to a 232. So Dawn has already secured her point in the 3-hole.
Yep.
Sean's from Dawn.
In the 2-hole.
Kyle getting his strike though in
Yeah.
4. Helps to secure that one. 273 max for Lonnie, so Eclipse for sure get 1.
Yeah. Michael's 10 points away from securing his spot at the top. So a lot of these are going to be already kind of locked up. That last match at the bottom, though, is still very close and has potential to go either way depending on how they finish out. Always going to need to be sure of this spare here. Oh, she puts it inside, but just that 8 penalty.
That heavy hit.
Mm-hmm. Lonnie looked like he kind of just pushed that one outside in an attempt to not punch again.
Sometimes that's the best move. Get it out of the way and then
The veteran move, go for the spare instead.
Oh,
And he pulls it.
just inside. Good cleanup though from Shelley there. Making sure that Jack has to do something decent here.
Yeah, Shelley obviously only can get to 245, so Jack just needs to avoid disaster.
Yeah, team total at 110 currently, with Jack still to throw.
Kind of a rough go here for the Eclipse today. Kind of like the Bombers, just didn't really get anything going. Kyle
Brandon,
obviously
your
playing
scores.
all right, but
Yeah, just nothing together as a team, right? They obviously had that one 6th frame was great. 7th frame as a backup wasn't too bad, but just those missed spares seem to be the story of the day for them today.
Yeah. And unfortunately, you can kind of in this league, you can cover up one player having a rough game, but when you have multiple players who are under 220, it's going to be a lot harder to hide that in a team total.
Yeah.
great job by Debbie.
Good work there from Debbie.
Hey, sorry, Debbie can get to 256, so
Yeah. Michael needs 11 to lock her out.
yeah, just needs to avoid a disaster.
Gets the strike, so
And
his
that'll do
point
it.
is already up there on the board. But still great for Debbie to finish strong in this match just for her own game. Oh, another great ball.
Yeah, she actually played a really solid game. Just kind of had the open frames. I think they were both head pins.
Yeah, they were.
So like,
Yeah,
The
split there.
split and the head pin. Yeah.
this paired with the slow start, it's hard to catch somebody that throws a 4-bagger at you.
For sure. Yeah. And she did a great job of making it close and bringing it back at the end. Just ran out of frames.
Yep.
And they both had matching 3 pins in the 10th.
Yeah, I think Michael will be okay with that as a finish, considering he threw the first one when he needed to make sure that he threw a good ball there. So
All right, and this match is already decided.
Great shot by Bailey, but like we said, he can max out at a 239. So even before Sean threw that strike, he had already won his match.
yeah, this one's just a confidence shot for Bailey.
Yeah.
Knowing that he's kind of figured something out that wasn't there the first game for sure. There's
And we have
another
another
three-pin
frame
for-
3 pins.
These 3 pins. What is going on?
It has been the day of 3 pins.
Yeah.
You guys gonna count for Gary?
We should keep a season total
We should, yeah.
just for our own sakes.
Just watching Gallagher come, so it's just kind of like that's a lot. Yeah, 268 there for Sean. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. First
Yeah.
game of the season for him.
Yeah.
Had to do
We
the
know
same
that.
thing.
Dawn is going to take her match already before any balls were thrown in 10 here. Great cover by Adam.
I could just finish these out, get to that last baller, and
Yeah. And unfortunately, team total, is just kind of staying that 100-pin difference the whole way through.
Yeah. Yeah, not seeing anything big that might swing anything. So
No.
everybody's just kind of hitting marks both sides and doing what they need to. Good shot there, Kyle.
Kyle's gonna have a great game here.
Yeah.
Fortunately, not enough to cover the team deficit, but
Great game by Don. 300 on the nose.
yeah.
Another one for Kyle.
Yeah.
Lonnie, just the last 4 frames, just kind of lost it a little bit. Everything looked so comfortable and smooth for the first game and up to frame 6, but then just not quite the same shot.
4 strikes and 4 head pins in the first 8 frames doesn't add up a bunch.
No. And a head pin to finish for Kyle with a 343, sorry.
Well, they have these finishes with the strike, so
Yeah, 228 to go with his 372 is definitely not a bad total.
No, he'll take that.
Yeah.
Quick 600, move on.
yeah, easy 6, right?
And that locks everything up. 7-1 for the Maniacs. So obviously, Maniacs and Lumberjacks, great day for them. 14 points apiece. Eclipse and Bombers on the wrong side of those matches, unfortunately. So that's the Pro League for you. You have a great day, or you can have a bad day.
Yeah, very lopsided days. That's for sure.
I feel like last season it was like a lot of splits, like 5-3, 6-2s.
Yeah, I think so. And then I was going to say that, we've got 2 teams that came out really strong today.
Yeah.
Were the 2 teams that were like just barely into the playoffs last year.
Yeah.
So I think they're just taking the pressure off early and just trying to get to a good start, and then just trying to just keep going through their season. Not trying to make it hard on themselves, which is the right way to do it.
Maniacs 14-15 and a 13-54. Like those are winners most weeks, most matches. So great day for them. All right. Well, we will bring our beautiful faces back in here, and we'll bring our managers in to wrap up this show. So without further ado, again, we have Natalie and Sean, acting manager. Guys,
Hello.
Maniacs, 14-point day. That's a great day.
It's a great start to the season. I can't recall exactly how the start happened last year, but I think it was a split. I think it was only 8 points or something. So it's a better start than last year, and we're not going to scoff at it. We're pretty happy.
Yeah, for sure. Natalie, the team definitely looked a lot more comfortable. Sure. We noticed that right up to the first commercial break. We're like, okay, this is more what the Eclipse are looking for. So
yeah, and we were pushing it till about I think Kyle had a strike to go, and I'm like, we're out of room, but we at least brought it back, so that it was possible. But they had 3 players at least running on runs at all times, right? So I'm like, well, it's not a 14, but you didn't have to throw a high 13 either,
We've seen constant doubles on the board, and that, like we said, from all the seasons, if you can throw doubles up all the time, that adds up so fast, right?
Yeah, but better for our guys all around. So I'm not thrilled at it, but I'm not mad at it either. So
no, fair. There's a compromise from the manager.
Yes.
Well, we will let you guys go. Obviously, great start to the season for the Maniacs. Eclipse, we're hoping to see a bounce back on your next session. Thanks for joining us on week 2 of the 5PL, and good seeing you guys again.
Thanks, guys. Great bowling, Maniacs.
Take care. Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
They got that match done quickly, and we're finishing right on time.
Like we knew which teams
You
needed
made
to
it
wrap it up. So we're saying the Lumberjacks were the issue. Is that what we're
Yeah, I
saying?
think so.
Yeah, I think so
Just
too.
kidding.
So obviously, great start. We've rambled over the points a few times. So our next matches are on October 5th. Schwartz Division, we have Pinsanity, Crushers, Kingpins, Pinsanity, Crushers, Carnage, and Carnage versus the Kingpins. And then over in the Cargill Division, we'll have the Rascals versus the Lumberjacks, Avalanche versus Rascals, and then Misfits versus the Avalanche. So the Rascals debut.
Yeah.
Next.
We'll all be on the lanes as bowlers next show.
Yeah.
Yeah, you won't see us.
We won't. Yeah.
Fair. That's all right. We'll get to see what happens after.
Yeah.
Thanks again, Katie, Victor, for helping me commentate this one, and everybody have fun. We have this Wednesday is the Frames of Shame mystery guests episode, so tune in on Wednesday evening.
Amazing. Looking forward to
Alrighty,
it.
we'll talk to you guys later.
Bye, guys.
Yeah.
Cargill is proud to be supporting a truly Canadian sport like 5-pin bowling. We look forward to watching some great competition from many competitors and bowling centers across our country. With hundreds of locations across Canada, Cargill is committed to helping the Canadian farmer thrive. Whether it is selling commodities, getting agronomic advice, fertilizer needs, crop protection, and marketing expertise, Cargill is here to help. So please enjoy this bowling. Thank you.